Kyrie got hurt. Bucks take game 2. No! Is my bracket dead? With Harden and Kyrie out? That could be bad news. Yikes-a-rama. Yikes. Uh-oh, somebody posted a new one. Did they? I don't know. Any Hooters. Make sure I put this in here. Oh, snap. Biggest divas in the NFL right now. Something that Yuki asked me to react to. We'll go ahead and watch that until the start of the game. I'm predicting that the start of the game isn't going to be until, because it says 8 o'clock on this, so it probably won't start until closer to 8:20, 8:30. It's 8:03 right now, so I'm sure we have some time to watch something else. Oh yeah, I should probably do this too. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. No. Okay. What's up, Stunner? How you doing? How you doing today? What up, Jared? How's it going, bro? We're going to be watching the 10 biggest divas in the NFL right now. 10 biggest divas. The Russell Wilson's actually on like the thumbnail, which I'm kind of surprised about. I didn't think he was much of a diva. I mean, I think he has pretty much legitimate criticisms with his offensive line and how many times he gets hit. But we'll see what their reasoning is. TPS. So, I'm doing good, Stunner. I'm doing good. I had a good, busy weekend. You know, did a lot of stuff. Helped my wife's mom with a bunch of stuff. With getting her car from the shop and making a bed. Then it was her cousin's birthday, so we went over there. So we did a lot this weekend. It was a lot. Terrell Owens rumored, or numero uno. Well, he's not in the NFL right now, but yeah, he was definitely one of the top tier divas in his day. That's for sure. Him, Chad Ochocinco was up there. You may be able to like maybe a little bit of Randy Moss. I don't know. Like Randy Moss in certain scenarios is pretty devious. Jared, good. Hot here, way too hot. Well, I don't know where you are, Jared. I don't remember. But in Maryland, it cooled down with that rain we had. Earlier in the week, it was... Whew, earlier in the week, it was insane. But after the rain, like yesterday, it was like 75, which wasn't too bad. But it was like 85, 90 with a bunch of... what do you call it? Oh, my God. Why can't I think of what you call it? Humidity. Jeez. That one in... almost completely went out my head. I'm going to get a couple of things here. Alright. Well, I gave Yuki a chance to come over because he was the one that suggested me to watch this, but he might just have to watch the replay. So, here we go.
Full of bona fide divas. And in today's game, there is absolutely no shortage of them.
Antonio Brown was not participating in training camp practices, not only because of the frostbite on his feet, but because he's being forced to wear a helmet different from the one that he's worn throughout his 10-year NFL career.
Yeah, Brown has got the upgrade.
The world of professional sports has long been filled with what the media loves to describe as divas, aka athletes who have more talent and money than they know what to do with and get a little bit carried away with their egos. So let's take a look at 10 of the biggest divas in the NFL right now. Even though he started to clean up his act, at least to some degree, Antonio Brown simply has to be where the list starts. When you think NFL diva, unless you're a spiteful New York Giants fan with a vendetta for OBJ, you're gonna think Antonio Brown, aka AB, aka Mr. Big Chest, aka the uber-talented walking publicity stunt who seems—
He's gonna be number 10? No way. Out here, southeast Idaho. Okay, Idaho, yeah. Highs in the upper 80s, lower 90s. That's hot for here right now. Yeah, that north, that is high. And that's what we were getting in the beginning of the week. But we got a nice thunderstorm on Thursday and Friday that really cooled things down, which was nice. Laundry, typical Sunday, that's right. But I can't believe they started with Antonio Brown. That seems odd.
destined for self-destruction at every turn. I mean, come on, where do you even start with a guy like Antonio Brown? You're gonna think Antonio Brown, aka AB, aka— I mean, come on, where do you even start with a guy like Antonio Brown? He has had a plethora of off-the-field and on-the-field issues. There was the infamous helmet issue that he had during his celebrity marriage to the then Oakland Raiders, you know, when he repeatedly filed grievances against the team and effectively forced his way out of town before ever even playing a regular season snap for the team, all because he didn't want to comply with the league rules that outlawed his favorite kind of helmet. And how about the wannabe rock star antics early in his career?
And the rules were that they basically eliminated helmets that were 10 years old, and apparently his helmet was 10 years old, and then that company didn't make the same helmets down the road. Like, he didn't make the same style or the same feel down the road, so they basically quit production. I think it was in 2009. So then by the time it was 2019, it was 10 years old. So they had to eliminate. I think it was 10 years. I think it was old as 10 years old too. So he was wearing a really old helmet, and so basically he was upset that he didn't get the helmet that he wanted. So he decided, screw the NFL. I'm not going to do what you want me to do.
Like when he was caught tossing furniture out of a 14th floor apartment, or when he was cited for speeding in excess of 100 miles per hour on a suburban highway, and the seemingly countless onslaught of allegations about his behavior towards women, which is unsavory at the absolute best and criminal at the worst. When it comes to Antonio Brown, it would honestly be easier to list the ways he isn't a true diva than the ways he is. After all, we only have so much time we can spend on one bozo in this video. That's because it's not just AB who has NFL general managers and media members spinning in circles trying to keep up with egotistical demands and behavior. The aforementioned Odell Beckham Jr. surely has his own case for being the NFL's leading problem child. He has mellowed out a little bit since leaving New York for the Cleveland Browns. Sure, there are the persistent trade rumors that follow him, largely due to his questionable relationship with the team's former #1 overall draft pick and starting quarterback Baker Mayfield, which is actually a kind of funny turn of events because you would think that considering Mayfield has plenty of diva tendencies of his own, that the two might be fast friends. I mean, think about it. Mayfield has plastered himself to every marketing campaign imaginable, feuds with sports media members, and has, in many ways, made a meme of himself with the imaginary chip he carries around on his shoulder, even though he was a star in college and taken first overall in the draft. The Browns quarterback is just a couple of public scandals away from being a gunslinging version of Odell. But their relationship has seemingly deteriorated, kind of like Beckham's performance level, which has been mediocre at best. Something that I believe has spiked his frustration and continued to make him a subject of media attention and controversy. Well, that and of course there were the comments that Jay Glazer made on his behalf about him lobbying opposing players and coaches to come get me out of here. And what's crazy is that all that diva drama really pales in comparison to his later days in New York, when he was sprinting around the field like a lunatic, grab-assing with Josh Norman until it turned into a full-on brawl, or attacking the field goal kicking net, or any—
Well, they didn't even show the worst part where he literally speared him with the crown of his helmet. Just jumped right into the side of Josh Norman. Josh Norman was lucky not to walk away with a concussion because he hit him right in the side. Like, could have potentially broke his neck. Like, that thing was ugly what he did. But yeah, and then when he get hit in the face with the I paused it at a great time. Look at this. Classic Odell Beckham right here. Classic. I think this was against us. Yeah, it was against the Skins, where I think we ended up winning that game down the stretch.
Number of other microtransgressions that he compiled during his time as a Giant.
I'm sure there's tons. Oh yeah, so they hit the two obvious ones, right? So I guess they started with one is the idea here, because I don't think they're numbering them. So I guess they're just listing 10, not necessarily in any order. Let's see, who's another good diva? I bet Aaron Rodgers is on this list. Aaron Rodgers deserves to be on this list, to be honest. I bet he is one of them for sure. Le'Veon Bell should be on this list. Leonard Fournette should be on this list. Zeke Elliott could be on this list. But definitely those three. Or four. How many did I just list? Le'Veon Bell, Aaron Rodgers, and Leonard Fournette. All three of those guys will be on this list. Is there any defenders that I can think of that should be on this list? Who's a defender that's a diva? Shoot, Josh Norman could dang near be on this list, right? Richard Sherman maybe could be on this list. I don't know. Let's find out.
It seemed like every other week it was some new public embarrassment, all because he couldn't keep his emotions in check. Yet another talented wide receiver fallen victim to his own ego. It is spreading around the league like wildfire these days, and it isn't just the wide receivers either. We already talked about Baker Mayfield. Even a veteran quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, who by and large has...
Okay. Well, we're going to have to watch the game. Wow, I'm surprised. They actually started on time. Phoenix Nuggets. Okay. I don't know what the heck the deal is with other times, but man, okay. Well then, I'm going to go ahead and switch the live stream over. I did not expect him to be started this early. That's funny. All right. Let's go ahead and do this thing. So, Phoenix again jumps out to a quick lead, 13-8. So, it's gonna be tough sledding for the Nuggets, man. Jay Crowder blocked Nikola Jokic. Denver in survival mode. I don't know if the Suns will sweep them, but man, they're looking good so far. They handled the Lakers. Now the Nuggets are in shambles. Porter Jr. starting off 0 for 4 right now. Not a good start, to say the least. Meanwhile, the Suns are continuing their action of 50%. So 50% to 27%. Not very good. Not very good. Got a commercial break right now, but who's doing the damage over there for the Suns? So a little bit of everybody. Booker has 5, Ayton has 4, Bridges has 2, and Paul has 2, as well as an assist. So still early. Let's go ahead back to this for a minute.
Has escaped any real criticism for it, has developed a pretty significant diva track record of his own. The people are now starting to catch on, though, which I guess shouldn't come as a huge surprise considering he's been all over the news in 2021. It's gotten to the point that his former GM publicly called him a diva on the Big Show network, saying,
"We got a lot of divas playing in the league right now." And the thing that I fail to understand is all these guys that are doing this have long-term deals. I just can't I can't believe that the game has changed.
And that quote came after he had mentioned Aaron Rodgers by name. With all the buzz swirling around the mercurial Packers star and his apparent discontent with the organization, the comments Wolf made really poured gasoline on the fire burning in their relationship. Green Bay's longtime quarterback has had his ups and downs with the organization over the years, but ever since the team drafted Jordan Love in 2020, his diva behavior has hit new heights, and it seems a divorce is imminent. Tack on the tabloid relationships over the years with Danica Patrick, Olivia Munn, and now Shailene Woodley, lump in the ornery disposition he carries with him in the media and on the field, then mix in the disastrous relationship he has with former Packers stars and his own family, and bam, there you have it, a full-fledged diva, just of the quarterbacking variety. Which more and more seems to be a hot new trend in the NFL, because Aaron Rodgers is certainly not the only signal caller to evolve into a prima donna with success and money. Russell Wilson was supposed to be the poster boy for the do things the right way kind of quarterback in the NFL, and he too has gone down the dark and shadowy path of diva theatrics.
Really? Or is that... we're about to find out what kind of evidence they have, but is that really true? Or is that more just like media-based and he's frustrated that he can't... Like, they can't get him an offensive line that he's not taking an inordinate amount of sacks, you know? Like, I don't know. Let's see what evidence they have. But I don't know if I necessarily agree that, Russell Wilson is this horrible diva. Like, I think he's a good dude.
In fact, he was actually named first when Ron Wolf went on his tirade about quarterbacks nowadays.
There's a huge change, and it started with Russell Wilson, then went to Watson, and now we got Rodgers. And
Watson could be another listed one. We'll see. All right, we got a commercial break finished. All right, Nuggets have the ball. Nuggets have these red jerseys. All right, Nikola Jokic gets the floater. So it's back to a 3-point game. So yeah, Denver. I've never seen, or I have seen. I shouldn't say that, but you don't see these very often. These red jerseys of theirs. I don't really like them. Not because I don't think they look cool. I think they look kind of cool. But Chris Paul fadeaway jumper is good. But I don't like that when teams don't wear their colors. Like they're kind of like a dark blue and gold, and now they're like red and orange. It kind of looks weird to me. Oh, nice block there by Eaton on Jokic. Suns coming the other way. Devin Booker, pump fake. Swings out to Crowder. Wide open 3. Bang! Jay Crowder hitting a big 3 there for them. Lead jumps out to 8 now for the Suns. All right, Morris gets it to Jokic. Jokic looking for Gordon. Yep, gets to Gordon. Nice pass inside. Oh, Gordon missed an easy left-handed layup. Oh, no. And, okay, well, Suns missed one back. So now here comes Barton. Barton up and under, trying to get the lay-in. No, good defense there by the Suns not to get a foul called. And now here comes the other way. And Bridges gets fouled by Morris on the take, on the fast break. And he will go to the line for 2 shots. All right, interesting game so far. What up, Celeste? How are you? Did you see Kyrie's ankle? Feel bad for the dude. I did not see his ankle. I'm probably not going to go back and watch it, but I did see that he got hurt, which is pretty scary right now. If you're the Suns, you lost one of your big 3. Harden hasn't played in a while. So, could get scary I picked the Nets to win it all. And let's see if they do. Here goes Bridges. Bridges makes both free throws. So Phoenix, again, jumping out to a big lead. 10 points in the first quarter. Jokic gets it over to, who is that? Man, I can't tell with these jerseys. It's funny. Oh, it was Austin Rivers. Not Austin Rivers. Is it Austin Rivers? Yes. Rivers with the big 3. No, it's not Rivers. Who is that? Was that? Oh, it's Porter Jr. Why am I so silly? I need to get better quality video here. This video sucks. I would like to get 480p. I can't even get... Can I get 720? All right. It's a little better that time. A little better there. Okay, there you go, Morris. Morris hits a 2-point bucket there. So still a 7-point lead right now for Phoenix. Chris Paul to Devin Booker. Booker fade away. No good. Rebound Barton. Barton running it up for Denver. Kicks it over to Jokic. Jokic open for 3. Off the back of the rim. No good. Crowder the rebound. What up, Autismo? How you doing today? Chris Paul behind the back. Fadeaway jumper. No good. This computer is so freaking awesome. Good. I'm glad you got a computer you liked. That's good. That's really good. I'm glad for you. Because this one, well, it's really just me versus technology. So, you got to take it with a grain of salt. But, nonetheless, this one, has given me some fits in the past. But it's all good. It's all good. But I'm glad you're liking your computer. That's really good. Let's actually go with Mithril. Late. All right, Jokic on the block, guarded by Ayton, driving, kicks it out to Morris. Morris 3, bang! Nice 3 there by Monte Morris. 22-18 now with 3:40 to go. Devin Booker can't get the shot to fall. Jokic the rebound. And we're going to get an offensive foul on Aaron Gordon. Devin Booker drawing the foul. Good defense there. Monty Morris with the big three. Oh, Ayton could have got called for a foul there. Looked like he shoved him. Oh, Aaron Gordon went to do box him out, and then he barreled right through him. Gordon still arguing with the ref. Got to get back into the game now. He does. All right. Ayton has it at the top of the key. Looking to get it to Booker. Does. Booker. Good kick out to Johnson. No good, though. Aaron Gordon the rebound. Aaron Gordon. Looking to work on Crowder. Spin move. Taking it all the way. Crowder with a huge block. Crowder wanted none of that mess. Devin Booker. Hesitation dribble. And gets inside with the little runner. Who fouled him? They said a foul? Or are they going to get a moving pick violation? What are we doing here? Yeah, good defense there by Crowder. Could have got him with the arm, though. Could have got an easy foul call. 2-2 series, Bucks versus Nets. I know, I'm nervous now that Kyrie went down. I picked the Nets to win the whole thing. And that could hurt big time. Harden needs to come back. If Harden comes back, I still feel okay. Because I still think their team is pretty deep. But if there's no Harden, then that team, then KD on his own, that ain't good enough. And it would be hilarious for KD to go out on his own. That would be funny. Because KD's a little, biatch. I don't know if this is true. I heard the security guard that ran on the court to split up KD and who was it? Crap. PJ Tucker was actually KD's personal bodyguard. The first one on the scene was his personal bodyguard. I don't know if that's true or not. That could just be somebody making fun of KD. But nonetheless, it was a funny joke. Funny joke. And I'm confused what just happened. Did they just call timeout, I guess, is what it was? I guess it was just timeout. Denver must have used a timeout. Yeah, they did. Okay. So, no foul. No, they did call a foul. So, Austin Rivers did commit a foul. And did Austin Rivers make that three? It was Austin Rivers who made that three. Okay. I thought I was going crazy there for a minute because I was looking at this stat sheet and it was like somebody made a three and I couldn't tell quite who it was, and I assumed it was Michael Porter after that. But no, it was Austin Rivers who ended up making that three. Okay, so I was right. Tim, your fight with Mike Tyson coming soon? That's right. And I could beat him with one hand tied behind my back and then my feet tied together, like my shoes, like my shoelaces. Tie them together. Mike Tyson wouldn't see what's coming, man. No way, no how, He's way too old. I could have beat him in his prime, though, too, so it doesn't matter. I don't know if you watch boxing, but did you watch TikTokers versus YouTubers boxing matches? Absolutely not. Absolutely not did I partake in that nonsense. No, not quite. Not quite what I'm interested in. Devin Booker's free throw is good. And we're back from commercial break here. Campazzo bringing it up for the Nuggets. Campazzo getting it over to Jokic. Jokic fakes it to Campazzo. Now he gets it over to Morris. Morris out to Campazzo. Swings it to Rivers in the corner. Jab stepping. Campazzo 3. And off the side of the rim. No good. And it's going to rebound Ayton. So 25-18. 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Payne has it at the top of the key. Kicks it out to Johnson in the corner 3. Yes, sir! Corner 3 is good. And it's 28-18. Denver just being completely outmatched by the Suns. Morris to Jokic. Jokic 3. Can he answer? Off the front of the rim? No. Gosh, like the Suns the Nuggets need to have a whole new breakdown of what they think they're going to do. This is just completely obliteration. Devin Booker shoots a 1. No. Cannot get the free throw line jumper to go. Oh, nice alley-oop attempt to Green, but no. Green bails out, gets it back to Morris. Now Campazzo 3, and no good. Rebound Ayton. Payne bringing it back the other way for the Suns. Payne thought about a 3, no. Now gets a pick. Mid-range jumper, no good. In and out. Jokic walking it up court. Gets to Rivers. Rivers, in and out dribble on the baseline. Guarded by Booker. Now coming back to the center of the court. Kicks it out to Campazzo. And Jeff Green's going to pull up a 3. Oh, way off. But Jokic gets it. There's only 5 seconds on the shot clock, though. So Morris, he only has 4. And he makes a nice baseline jumper there by Morris. I like Monty Morris. Monty Morris, they put him in the starting lineup today instead of Campazzo, and I really think he's earned that spot, and I'm glad they did, and he's showing up big for him right now. 4 for 5, 9 points in the starting lineup in the first quarter, so nice start here. Oh, they're going to get Ayton on an offensive foul. Looked like he was trying to back down Jokic. Jokic said, finally, good grief, can I get that call more often? We'll see. Jokic, man, really animated when it comes to the refs, and I'm animated when it comes to refs too. So it is what it is, but we'll see. He got a tech last game. Oh yeah, Ayton definitely using 2 hands to shove him. JaVale McGee enters the game for Jokic. Talk about a big dip in skill. Austin Rivers has it at the top of the key, looking to get a pick from McGee. McGee just runs away, of course. And now Austin Rivers, he will not draw a foul. Jeff Green, though, steals it back, and then it goes out of bounds. Austin Rivers just tried to throw it up to the hoop thinking he got fouled, and it did not pan out. Nuggets coach very upset about that one. Uh-oh, 3-pointer by Booker, and he followed a shot, couldn't get it there. Jeff Green ends up with it. Now Campazzo bringing it back for the Nuggets. Campazzo kicks it to Porter Jr. No good. And it's now going to be a long rebound, but it's out of bounds off of Booker. So the shot clock is turned off. It's 14 and a half seconds left to go in the first quarter. Nuggets have the ball, and they're down 8. Again, it's a 3-0 series lead for the Suns, so the Nuggets are in a must-win situation. Yeah, right now, Denver Nuggets, Monty Morris is 4 for 5. The rest of the team is 4 for 22. So, Morris, I really like him as one of their better players now with Jamal Murray hurt. Obviously, Jokic is their best, but, oh, nice shot there by Rivers. Little pump fake, spin move, one-handed hook shot. Payne, no good. Oh, no, he got his, is he okay? I thought he got hurt right there at the last second. Looks like he may have just tweaked his knee a little bit, but he got right back up, and he's good to go. All right. So, the end of the first quarter is Phoenix Suns 28 and Denver 22. Forgot to turn on my lights here, guys. I'm sorry. How's my camera looking? I bet it was looking pretty rough. Turn this one on as well. There we go. Gotta get as many lights as possible. Turn on the bright lights. Fix this over There we go. Who's here with us? We got a few people watching. What's up, guys? How's it going? Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Good day. I'm eating ice. Can you hear it? I'm sorry. That was rude of me. Eating ice right into the microphone. That was uncool, Timmy. Uncool. I have a bad habit of eating ice. I'm sorry. Should probably fix that. Yeah, I do like ice too. I love ice. Alright, that was my last one. No more ice. No more ice. After this game, I think I might do this quest while listening to some other stuff. Corey went on with Pedro Smith. Maybe you listen to some of that. I like listening to Corey. Corey's funny. We'll do something like that maybe. We'll see. All right. I think Pedro Smith also went on Noddy's channel. We'll see. Uh-oh. Payne driving the lane. Blocked by JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee said, no, no, no. Michael Porter driving the baseline. Up and over. Can he get it around Saric? Yes, he does. Saric did a good job of not causing a foul there, but he also did not block the shot. So Porter Jr. finally gets on the board. He was having a rough shooting night, 0 for 5 before that one. Nice pass by Chris Paul. Now it's back to Chris Paul. Pump fakes. Now another nice pass to the corner. Yes, sir. It was Craig in the corner. Nice pass by CP3. 2 nice passes. Saric didn't like it the first time. He caught it, but he didn't like the shot. Kicks it back out to CP3, and CP3 does it his job. Oh, no. Aaron Gordon is going to miss another layup. Jeez Louise. The amount of layups missed in this game already by Denver is frustrating in a must-win game. So JaVale McGee is going to go to the free throw line. Let's see here. First one's up. And no good. Shocker. 31-24 right now. Suns on top. JaVale McGee's second free throw attempt is up. And no good. 2 free throws missed in a row. Woohoo! Phoenix walking it up court. Chris Paul has it. Nice pass again around the side. Saric, though, cannot make the quick little floater. So, rebound, McGee. Rivers, crossover, nice. And gets inside, pump faking. Can he get it to fall? No. And CP3 ends up with it. And they're going to call a foul. Did anybody hit him, though? It looked like he was actually avoiding everybody and then found his way on the ground. It didn't look like anybody actually touched him. Could be wrong, though. It was just like an angle thing. They didn't show it, of course. Why would they show the replay? But it almost looked like people were reaching, but he avoided everybody and then found his way on the ground. No, anyway, Johnson, nice pass to Sarge, and Sarge pump fakes. And Jeff Green is going to get called for the foul, preventing an easy lay-in because he got JaVale McGee and Jeff Green way off their feet. Pump faked it. Actually, where was the foul? Was it JaVale McGee actually that got called for that? Yes, JaVale McGee got 2 quick personals. He was also the one that got called on down the other way. So, Saric makes the first free throw, second free throw coming. And it's up and good. Both free throws are good from their big man. Big difference in this game as well. Campazzo to Rivers. Rivers over to McGee. Back to Rivers. Rivers thought about shooting it. Didn't like it. Now kicks it over to the corner to Campazzo. Campazzo to Porter. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Guarded by CP3. Nice crossover. Getting around CP3. But almost lost it in the corner. 1 second left. Got it! Campazzo! With 1 second left on the shot clock. The ball finds its way to Campazzo. And Campazzo knocks down a 3. Nice play there. Saric has it, gets it to Johnson for a 3, straight on. Yes, it is. Nice 3 there for Phoenix, answering the Campazzo 3, and it's back up to a 9-point lead, 36-27. Denver will use another timeout with 9:41 to go. Where is the game live? I watch it on YouTube TV, but if you go to, I think it's called NBA Byte, or like Google NBA Byte with the Y, B-Y-T-E, and you should be able to find a way to watch it for free there. You'll have to like deal with the pop-ups to get to the game, but once you were watching the game, you'll be good to go. But you can hang out here and listen to the play-by-play if you're interested, and hang out with us, chat it up, and let me know who your favorite team is, Mr. Raptor. But yeah, NBA Byte, I think it's what it was called. That game that I never understand. Yup, RuneScape. I'm actually going to do something different. I'm going to go ahead and complete a quest doing something different other than just high alchemy making money. So we'll do that. What up, Dave Ruby? How you doing? Or is it Dav Ruby? I don't know. I'm going to go with Dave unless I'm corrected. But yeah, I'll do something different later other than just making money. I'm going to complete a quest. I got a whole new getup though. You can check out my Real Men Wear Skirts. I got my plate skirt. I forget what these are. I think they're Gothics. Yeah, Gothics plate body. So Gothics is one of like the in-game characters or whatever. So and this is his armor. But yeah, this is Rune Gothics armor. So I got new armor here with a amulet of strength. I usually wear the scimitar and I go fighting hill giants. But yeah, this is my new getup. I think I played off stream a little bit yesterday, and I got up to 61 attack, 64 range. But anyway, I'm going to do something different later. So stay tuned. Best duo edge rushers in the league? It's got to be us, right? It's got to be us. Another really good one, though, is J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones. So we'll see. Aaron Gordon does play for the Nuggets now. That's right. Aaron Gordon. He's missed 2 layups. He's 0 for 2, and both of them were missed layups. But you could say J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones is pretty good. It probably was T.J. Watt and Bud Dupree before Bud Dupree left. I don't know. I think we're definitely in that conversation, though, with Montez Sweat and Chase Young. I mean, we're up there for sure. Is there anybody else that's really contending? I don't know. My question is when did he get over there? He used to play for the Magic? Yes, he did used to play the Magic. I think it was a trade deadline trade this year, actually. Trade forward to the Nuggets on March 25th, 2021 is when it was announced. In exchange for shooting guard Gary Harris and R.J. Hampton, their rookie, I think, actually. I think he was a rookie. And then Denver's protected 2025 first-round pick went to the Magic. So, but, yep, that's when it happened. All right, we're back into the game. Austin Rivers walking it up for the Nuggets, getting a pick from McGee. Doesn't want to take it, so he gets it over to Jeff Green. Jeff Green to Campazzo, back to Rivers. Rivers kicks to Campazzo. Campazzo wants another three. Yes, sir. Campazzo with 2 big threes, trying to keep Denver in this game. CP3 walking it up for the Nuggets. CP3 over to Johnson. No good. Good rebound there by Jeff Green. Campazzo looking to get Jeff Green. Nope. Gets it to Porter Jr. straight on 3 and no good. But we're going to get a foul called against Johnson. Johnson did something against JaVale McGee. Didn't quite catch exactly what that was. But that will be a big foul there because it was a missed jumper. It looks like Nikola Jokic entering the game back for Denver. Currently, they're down by 6 with the ball. 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Rivers passes it into Campazzo. Campazzo to Jokic. Jokic guarded by Saric, trying to back him down. And we're going to get a foul on Saric. Saric holding his ground. Didn't really like the call, and honestly, I kind of agree. I thought that was good defense, holding his ground, kind of reaching a little bit, but nothing crazy. I think that was good, solid defense there by Saric. Kind of a quick whistle there by the refs. Jokic, the inbounder now, gets it into Porter Jr., back to Jokic. Jokic again backing down Saric. Saric again trying to hold his ground. And he stays straight up, but Jokic this time spins around and knocks down the hook shot. CP3, hesitation dribble, almost lost it. Gets a pass to Johnson. Saric, big man, shoots a 3! My man, the 7-footer, knocks down a big 3-point jumper there. Campazzo thought about shooting a mid-range jumper. No good. No. Passes it back out to Barton. Barton swings it to Rivers. Rivers pulls up a 3. No good. And Campazzo is going to get called for going for the rebound. Johnson definitely flopped his heart out there. Don't know if it was real or not, but man, he acted like he got hit hard, that's for sure. Went flying. And Suns will take it as a turnover. All right, no good 3 for the Suns. Rivers the rebound, and he's coming the other way fast. And, oh, man, he ends up just losing it. Passes into the middle of the court. Now it's coming the other way. Bridges can't get the free throw. Or can't get the runner. I thought he was going to get some free throws. And no foul called, and then it's going to be out of bounds off Saric. And we're going to get some subs in. Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton entering the game. Oh, Saric thought he was coming off the court. No, he's staying on. They like his game right now. So now it's CP3, Saric, Bridges, Booker, and Ayton on the court. Interesting. So Ayton didn't get to the sub box in time. So Saric is going to come out, but Dayton has to wait for the next dead ball. Interesting. All right. Campazzo, the man bringing it up for the Nuggets. Monty Morris also enters the game. Oh, Jokic straight on 3 again. No good. Jokic, man, he has been cold in this series. Not very good. And that's been the big difference there, is their best player is not giving them enough. Nice pass by CP3. Good defense by Jokic to poke it away, and he ends up with it. What a defensive effort there. Uh-oh, we're going to get a 3 from Morris. No good. Oh, Campazzo outran the rebound, and it ends up in Booker's hands. Booker pump fakes, and, oh, they're going to get a foul called. Booker acted like he got hit in the eye. He might have. But it was actually going to be a late whistle because it looks like they were calling the reaction rather than the actual foul. So Rivers is going to go to the bench. Oh, Campazzo swiped his face a little bit. Yep. Campazzo the culprit. Campazzo standing next to Ayton is pretty funny. Good grief, Ayton is huge. Oh, they're going to get CP3. They're not in the bonus yet, so it's going to be another inbounder. Campazzo, another foul, this time against CP3. Madison, just be quiet. Can't believe my owl really already almost been with me 2 days already. You got an owl? Interesting. But yeah, Leon, what's up with the hostility? I don't know about this, but Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney, if he returns to his form, that could be a good one for sure. When are you going to do that quest? I'm going to do the quest at the after the game. Leon, man, you're bringing the hostility. Let's just everybody take a deep breath. All right, Barton. Up and under. Nice take there by Barton. And it's still a 7-point game, though. Oh, Campazzo tried to go for a steal. He ends up on the ground. Now it's a 5-on-4. Oh, he comes running back. Nice defense there. Good hustle. CP3 and fadeaway jumper inside. No good. Barton the rebound. McGee is... Oh, they're going to call a foul against Bridges. Probably a good call. And actually, that was Gordon. I said McGee just because of the headband. That was definitely Aaron Gordon. Let's see. All right. Morris thought about shooting a 3, didn't like it, gets it to Jokic. 12 seconds on the shot clock, guarded by Ayton. Free throw line is good. Jumper right over Ayton there by Jokic. 41-36 now. Devin Booker has it. Getting a pick from CP3. Devin Booker hits a runner. Yes, sir. Tough shot there by him. Jokic. Oh, Jokic almost had it stolen by Devin Booker. Devin Booker coming over with the help defense. Pokes it away, but it goes out of bounds. So it's 43-36, 5:50 to go in the second quarter. Porter Jr. enters the game for Campazzo. Morris, almost a bad pass to Barton. Barton had to save it, and he shoots a 3, and no good. Ayton the rebound. CP3 got in the air, had to pass it, gets it to Crowder, and Porter Jr. gets the steal. Porter Jr. going all the way coast to coast and one. 43-38 now, pending a free throw. Good take there. Porter with the steal from Crowder, going all the way, Euro stepping it, and getting the tough lay-in. Good take there. Guys, chill. Take a deep breath, both of you. I know, right? I don't know what's up with Leon all of a sudden coming in with the hostility. But Phoenix is going to win 4-0 easy. That's what it looks like. Oh, Aaron Gordon with a steal, and he's taking it coast to coast. A Euro step slams it in. All right, a little 7-0 run here for the Nuggets. Phoenix going to call a timeout, and it's 43-41. Nuggets aren't dead yet. Staying alive. They're trying to stay alive. Look at this. Surprisingly great rates. So yeah, 43-41. Jokic leading the Nuggets in scoring with 10. We got Devin Booker leading Phoenix with 12. Neither one of those guys are shooting particularly well, though. It's 5 for 11 for Jokic, 0 for 3 from 3. Devin Booker's 4 for 10 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3. So they're leading the scores, but they're high-volume shooting right now. CP3 has a 3 assists, 6 points. Jay Crowder has 3 blocks already tonight. He's played really, really good defense. 3 points and 6 rebounds as well. Who else is playing well for the Nuggets? I like Morris's game right now. He's 4 for 6, 1 for 2 from 3, 9 points. Campazzo had 2 big threes. That helped. 2 for 4 from three-point land. Yeah. Porter Jr. just had that 3-point play, but he started off 0 for 5. He's 2 for 2 since then. But, yeah, he's got to step it up. BRB, got to go get something to eat real quick. No worries. Have fun. Thanks for hanging out as always. So 5:13 to go in the second quarter. Denver in desperation mode. Gotta win. Got to get a win. Tiffany Haddish. Friday Night Vibes. She looks interesting. She got a cheetah print onesie. Shaved head. She is feeling herself. Also, why is there a TBS commercial on TNT? Are they like sister networks? Beginning 1 hour early on TBS, 1 hour later on TNT, and ending 1 hour. What? It's American-based TBS. 25,000 donations. I like already press release for networks such as TNT and TBS contain no mention of Turner, but instead referred to as divisions of Warner Media. Oh, okay. So that's why. So I guess they have some sort of connection there. Thought it was interesting to have a commercial of one network on another network. Yeah, let me just put a commercial of shows on other TV channels so that you switch for mine. I think that's kind of counterintuitive of what a channel would do. But then again, like, maybe they're just kind of taking the... well, obviously now I found out that they're, like, related. But, you know, it actually might not be a bad thing because that's what YouTubers do. You know, like, YouTubers, we talk about each other all the time, recommend more other channels, and kind of get everybody into the YouTube sphere. So I guess if you get people interested in the TV sphere, it ends up bringing more eyes to you, so I don't know. Hey, sorry for being a jerky. No worries, man, no worries. It is what it is. Thank you for apologizing, though. It's good for you to recognize it and take ownership, Leon. Appreciate it. All right, Morris tried to get a pass to Jokic, too low. But it looks like it's going to be out of bounds off of... Oh, it's going to be a jump ball because neither ref saw who it was off of. Interesting. Jokic, very frustrated with that. If they don't know, how about they go to the replay? Let's see here. Oh, it looked like it clearly went off of Ayton's ankle. Shouldn't really say clearly, but to me that was pretty self-evident. Why go to a jump ball instead of go to the review? That's interesting. So they're going to do a jump ball between Jokic and Ayton. And don't have high hopes for Jokic. Jokic is not really a high flyer. Lewis Kelly, what's up? Do you think Phoenix can win the Western Conference? I think the Jazz are going to be a tough out. Jazz are my team to come out of the West. But Phoenix obviously has a legitimate chance. CP3 has given him a legit point guard. Devin Booker can score with the best of them. I love Jay Crowder's intensity. He plays good defense, and he does well in the spot-up shooting role. Ayton protecting the rim, and then there's Devin Booker with a 3 right there. So it's 46-41. You know, they're an interesting team. I like Saric off the bench, spelling Ayton a little bit. And then Payne and Johnson come on the court as a 6 and 7 man, where they seem to play really well. There's Jokic getting Ayton off his feet. Quickness to get to the basket and slamming it home. Great play there by Nikola Jokic. One-on-one defense there. Turns bad for Ayton. But what up, James? Suns at 4. Uh-oh. Thank you for the super chat, though. Really appreciate the super chat. You're the best. They got a good team, so I guess they have big chances. Yeah, I wouldn't count them out, but I think that the Jazz should be the favorites. I mean, the Jazz are a heck of a basketball team, especially with Donovan Mitchell healthy. But I just went completely blank. Anyway, I love the Jazz. Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell. I love Jordan Clarkson off the bench over there. Then they have guys like actually, why am I drawing a blank on the rest of their team right now? I don't know. But I like Joe Ingles a little bit. Why am I drawing a blank on their team? I should know more about this team. I picked them to win the West, but we'll see. Bridges has been a key point to their successes. Yes, Bridges for sure. That's their fifth starter. But yeah, the Phoenix Suns are a really good basketball team, so I would never count them out, but I am picking the Jazz in that series. Granted, I picked the Suns to lose to the Lakers, so we saw how that turned out. Oh, there's transition bucket there. Bridges with the dunk. Nice alley-oop. And it's 50-43. Nuggets cannot take the lead. Chris Paul with the alley-oop, but right to Bridges. Nice play there. Bro, real talk, Jazz's game, how they pass and play like a team, bro. They are in the finals for sure. I love the Jazz. The Jazz are really, really good. What's up, Expert JK? I would like to see Phoenix win. Booker been through a lot, carrying them for tanking to now in the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, I like Devin Booker. I like Devin Booker's game. What he did last year in the bubble to get Phoenix to go 8-0 and barely miss the playoffs was pretty fun to watch as well. But I don't know. Got to think about the Jazz team again. What is the Jazz roster? Oh, of course, Bojan Bogdanovic. I almost forgot about him. I love Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson has to be one of my favorite sixth mans of the year. He won it this year, I hope, because Jordan Clarkson's amazing. Mike Conley's hurt right now. We'll see if he comes back. Rudy Gobert, of course. I like Joe Ingles, Donovan Mitchell. Oh, yeah, Georges Niang puts up a lot of great minutes for him. O'Neal puts up a lot of good minutes for him. Oni comes in sometimes. But yeah, this is a strong team. I like this team a lot. But then again, I like the Suns too. The Suns have a very legitimate chance. I'd be curious if they how they did in the regular season against each other. Jokic on the block against Ayton. Fadeaway jumper towards the middle, and he's going to get a foul called. Ayton getting called for a push. Ayton doesn't like the call. Jokic certainly sold it if there wasn't a call deserving. And he will go to the line for 2 shots. Denver still down 7. The MVP trying to keep his team in the game. Sarge is going to have to come on the court for the last 3:20 in the second quarter. Ayton, I guess, in a little bit of foul trouble. Yes, he already has 3 fouls here in the first half. So Jokic planning on taking it to him. They're going to have to bring in Sarge a little bit. The Jazz center, Udoka, looks like a D lineman. Denver Nuggets helped Jazz get Mitchell and Gobert. Did you know that through finesse trades? I did not know that. That's interesting. Very interesting. All right, CP3 getting it to Booker. Booker driving off the glass. No good. Jokic the rebound. Jokic missed the second free throw. Jokic has it at the top of the key now. Guarded by Saric. Nice pass inside to Gordon. Gordon. And they're poking it away from him. No foul called, but it's going to be out of bounds off of Suns. Nuggets keep the ball with 12 seconds on the shot clock. 2:54 to go in the second quarter. Morris to Gordon. Gordon to Porter Jr. He's going to shoot a fadeaway from the free throw line. Yes, sir. Nice jumper there. 2:45 to go in the second quarter. It's a 4-point ball game. Suns, Chris Paul bringing it, getting a pick from Saric. Chris Paul, fadeaway jumper inside, rattles home. Too easy, man, too easy. That's something I've also noticed in this Nuggets series is the lack of defense from the Nuggets. It's hard to say it's lack of defense, or is it just the Suns are just that good at offense where it's impossible to guard all 5 guys. They've played really well both ways. But, nice take there by Barton. Barton getting a quick lay-in. Devin Booker guarded by, CP3 has it. Back to Booker. No, they're going to get a foul called, and they're in the bonus. So Devin Booker is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots there. 2:06 to go in the second quarter. Quick question. Do you think that Jokic deserves the MVP? I did, actually. I initially thought it was going to be Joel. Joel Embiid averaging, 28 points a game, 12 rebounds or something crazy. The Sixers, obviously, number 1 in the East. I thought it was going to be him, but when you look more into Jokic, I think Jokic is deserving of it. They lost Jamal Murray, and the Nuggets didn't miss a beat. They still ended up in the 3rd seed in the much more competitive West. He averaged 26 points a game, and I think he nearly averaged like a triple-double because I think he had like 9 rebounds, 8 assists or something crazy like that. So basically right there in nice three-pointer there by Jokic, 54-51 now after the 2 free throws by Booker. Minute and 45 to go. But no, I think Jokic actually did deserve to win MVP. Nuggets were a great team. They didn't miss a beat without Jamal, and it was really due to the greatness of Jokic. CP3 kicks it out to Saric. Ball movement here. Jay Crowder with a 3. Wow, you see, that ball movement is insane, and that comes with CP3. CP3 is really what gets that ball moving and gets the mindset of everybody that one more pass and ends up in Jay Crowder's hands, which Jay Crowder touched it 2 other times on that. They were doing the triangle offense and really crushing it there. Jokic is going to draw the foul by Saric, so Jokic will go to the line for 2 free throws. Saric not happy about it, but at the same time not too animated, showing his frustration. So 57-51, Jokic has 2 free throws. He's 16 points and 10 rebounds already in this first half, keeping his team alive. First free throw is good. Cameron Payne has been a good bench role player. Yes, I agree. Payne and Johnson, they usually come in at the same time, and they look really good even with them on the court. Bucks and 6, says James. We'll see. With no, what do you call it? What is their names? Kyrie or Harden. It's going to be tough for the Nets. I would imagine we see Harden pretty soon back in the game. Chris Paul, guarded by Morris. Devin Booker has it at the top of the key. Driving. Stop and pop. Yes, sir. From the elbow, the free throw line is good. We got 1 minute to go in the second quarter. Jokic walking it up. Gets it to Barton. Barton pump fakes, driving the lane, and attacking right at Booker. Gets the runner. Tough shot there. Does fall for him. Nice shot. Will Harden return? I think so. I think it was a tweaked hamstring. I don't think it was out for the year by any means. I think he will return now that it's a 2-2 series. I think we'll see Harden next game. Jokic is going to get called for the foul on Booker. He's had such great hands in those situations to poke it away. He's frustrated because he thinks he hit all ball. And I don't know if they're going to show the replay or not. It's hard to tell on live action. Yes, Kyrie is injured. Yes, but not good. Not good. Not good at all. Spencer Dinwiddie might return. Dinwiddie, sorry. That would help the Nets big time. That would help because they're going to need help. The last 2 games, their offense has been abysmal compared to what they can put up. I mean, they've literally had under 96 points both games. Not good enough. Devin Booker, second free throw is good. So it's 61-55, 6-point game with 35 seconds to go. See if the Nuggets try to get a 2-for-1 here. Morris is going to jack up a 3. Oh, my goodness. Air ball. Yikes. Air balls are not very good. It's 29 seconds to go in the second quarter. So, Nuggets will get the ball again, barring a offensive rebound. Yeah, nobody touched that, Morris. Nobody touched that. That was definitely out of bounds off of Booker. Not off of Booker, sorry. Off of Morris. What up, Redskins Man 10? How you doing today? Bruce Brown ruined the momentum. Oh, yeah, Bruce Brown with that wild layup. That was terrible. Nice. Phoenix is winning. We'll see. 10 seconds on the shot clock. It's about a 5-second difference. Chris Paul getting a pick from Sarge. Chris Paul is going to get inside. 3 seconds. Guarded by Jokic. Good defense by Jokic, but better offense by CP3. CP3 shooting a fadeaway right over Jokic with the shot clock winding down. Barton is running it up. He's going to be triple covered and no good. And that will be the final of halftime. 63-55. Suns on top. Devin Booker not shooting the ball well, 6 for 14, but he does have 21 points, 7 for 7 from the free throw line. Then over here for the Nuggets, you got 7 for 13 shooting on Jokic. He's shooting a lot better in that second quarter. 18 points and 10 rebounds, 4 assists for the big man. CP3 has 12 points and 5 assists, 4 for 7 shooting, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Suns right now are a perfect 15 for 15 from the free throw line. That helps a lot when you're trying to close out a series. Meanwhile, the Nuggets are 6 for 9 from the free throw line, not getting to the line enough and not making it once they get there. So we'll see. We will see what everybody can produce, but the Suns are looking strong, man. Suns are looking strong. DC sports kind of dead except the Nats and the rugby team. I don't even know we have a rugby team. That's funny. But, yep, baseball season usually is pretty boring. I am doing fantasy baseball, though, and my team's doing all right. I'm going to be 7-3 after this week. I crushed my opponent this week and scored the most points in the league. Did I hit 600? I was trying to hit 600. Nope. I'm at 592 right now. And it looks like that might be the extent. I do have one more batter, but unless he goes crazy, which he's already 0 for 3 tonight. So, yeah, going crazy is not really likely at that point. But nonetheless, my team did enough to win. That's all that matters. I went to their game yesterday. Really? The DC rugby team. Who's the DC rugby team? Not clubs. I want to know, who's the DC rugby team? Old Glory DC Rugby. Major League Rugby team. MLR. MLR standings. Standings. Who's in the first place? Who is this? What? How do you have a wine glass, like a martini, as your logo? What? My sister plays rugby, but it's a weird sport. Old Glory ranked 9th right now. Is this tries? They're 5th in the East, so there's 12 teams in the rugby league. Interesting. Yeah, we lost yesterday. Yeah, they don't look very good. I don't know what all these things mean. What do they mean? So tries difference. Bonus points, table points, wins, losses, draws, point difference. Point difference is minus 68? What? Minus 185? Good grief, why are you in the league? The Martinis are 211 up. Good night. That's a heck of a differential there. I'm calling them the Martinis because I don't know who they are. They're the Martinis. All right, let's go back to the divas while we're at halftime.
That today's quarterbacks want to be more than quarterbacks. they're hired. In my time, they're hired to play the position quarterback. That's what they're being paid for. That's what they're being paid to do. But these guys, they want to pick the coach, pick the players. It's an interesting dilemma.
It is not just the squabbles with the Seattle Seahawks organization or his alleged trade demands that has really established him as a diva in the league, or his sketchy pop star marriage to Ciara, who he may or may not have met while he was still married to his first wife and college sweetheart Ashton Neame. He's had pretty shaky relationships with key members of the team as well, even when the Seahawks were at the peak of their power.
Ooh. It's hard to judge those situations because you don't know what the relationship's like, but you hate to see it. You like when people, when they get famous, they stay with the woman that they had before. Like Pat Mahomes stayed with his high school sweetheart. I believe LeBron James stayed with his high school sweetheart. Like, you like to see those famous people stay with them and not stay with their old wives or whatever. But it's hard to judge specifically.
In the early 2010s, there were always leaks coming out of camp that the other guys felt like he was getting special treatment, and that he was more of a me guy than a we guy, who was no longer jiving with the culture that they built when he was still a developing rookie. Now, to be fair to Russ, one of his consistent adversaries on intra-team drama was Richard Sherman, who has had a bit of a reputation himself. He has gotten into it with the media
Sherman. I called Richard Sherman as one of the divas for sure.
Countless occasions, and had a few viral sound bites that rubbed people the wrong way, which I guess is to be expected from one of the league's most relentless trash talkers. Either way, we at least have to mention the fact that Wilson was not the only diva culpable for the turmoil in Seattle. He's just one of the only key guys left there from that era, so he gets all the negative attention. With that being said, at least Wilson has steered clear of any real issues off the field. The sad truth is that for many of the guys that go down this path, they end up putting themselves, and more importantly, other people, in horrible situations. I'm looking at you, Deshaun Watson and Ben Roethlisberger. You want to talk about two guys that deserve every bit of scrutiny that they get? Look no further than these two clowns, who went all the way off the diva deep end into scumbag territory, facing serious allegations of assault from women. Even before things turned litigious for them, both Watson and Roethlisberger were well on their way to earning the diva tag. Watson signed a healthy 4-year extension in September of 2020, only to start demanding new deals, trade, and all sorts of other nonsense from management.
Deshaun Watson was
similar to what we saw from Melvin Gordon, who famously wally-pipped himself by complaining about his contract so incessantly that he decided to sit out training camp and the beginning of the season in 2019, only to have the Chargers discover that they actually had a better running back than Gordon by the name of Austin Eckler on their roster all along. Needless to say, Gordon was subsequently shipped out of town. Anyway, back to Deshaun, because there is way more to unpack beyond the contract. Honestly, the only reason we stopped hearing from Watson's camp about his discontent is because the legal battles started to rear their ugly heads. And Roethlisberger might be worse than Deshaun. The guy has been a performer in more ways than one for years now. Every time he gets dinged up, he puts on a massive production, hobbling around like a chicken with 2 broken legs, only to miraculously be able to suit up and play. There have been tons of people around the league, like Brian Billick and Bart Scott, who have made public comments about Big Ben's love for embellishment. He even pioneered a documentary about himself titled Bigger Motivation, in which his wife follows him and his doctor around while they blow smoke about how insanely tough this Steelers quarterback is, and yada yada yada. The whole deal is just insufferable.
Not a lot of discomfort, a little discomfort, not a lot, but it's slowly, finally getting better.
Going beyond the hurt, not injured charade, he has also had his fair share of beefs with his teammates. In fact, he could practically fill a full NFL roster with all the teammates that Ben has thrown under the bus throughout the years. Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, James Washington, of course the coaches and front office as well, the younger players on the team as an entity. It honestly is pretty comical. The funniest part of the whole deal is that he seems to have no problem with his behavior. Just check out his comments in the Pittsburgh Tribune Review. I think I've earned the right to be able to do that with as long as I've been here. Great point, Ben. Everyone knows seniority gives you an excuse to be a jerk. Fortunately, not all these characters are bad guys. Some of them just love the limelight and have no problem letting the people know about it. Kind of like Rob Gronkowski. As much as he may be a fan favorite both in Tampa Bay and really around the league, there's no denying that he has some diva tendencies to him. I mean, the guy basically retired to promote CBD products and energy drinks only to come back and force his way out of New England so he could go down south and chase a ring with Brady in Tampa.
You know what he actually did? Rob Gronkowski actually retired from the NFL to avoid getting traded to the Lions. He talks about this on one of the talk shows. He avoided trade by retiring. The Watson one is pending. Yep, for sure. I don't blame Watson. They traded D-Hop, his weapons. I mean, you could still say the same thing about Wilson and let Will Fuller go in free agency. Yeah, but the problem with Will Fuller is he was super talented, but he had injury problems and drug problems.
That is top-tier diva behavior.
And when I say drugs, I mean PEDs, not like heroin or something.
The only reason Gronk seems to get a pass on it is because he just owns it. Back when he was single and he was spotted out with a model or filmed partying it up, he just sort of laughed it off. And subsequently, the media and fans seem to laugh it off as well. Either way, though, I think once you end up making appearances in the WWE or spotted with adult film actresses or taking copious amounts of shirtless photos, people are going to recognize you for what you truly are, a diva. But who do you think is the biggest diva in the NFL right now? Join us in the comment section below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps out a ton. And hey, we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.
That was funny. I'm surprised they didn't mention somebody like Leonard Fournette. I feel like Leonard Fournette should have been in that conversation. I don't know. Bill O'Brien was really, really bad. No ifs, ands, or buts. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He was bad. Bad. Yannick Ngakoue Ngakoue? How do you say it? Ngakoue? I don't remember. But he was in the Ravens, right? And he used to be for the Jaguars. What happened with Yannick? I don't even know about Yannick. Like, as far as being a diva, why would he be a diva? I don't know the story. How long till the third quarter? I would say probably like 5 more minutes. The quarter will start, but I don't know that to be a fact. I think it's been roughly... It's usually 20-minute break at half, and I think it's been roughly 15. He had a dispute with the Jaguars owner and his son. He said he wanted to be traded. Interesting. So he demanded a trade? I guess he could be up there as one of the divas, but I don't think he can be in the top 10 list. Because, like, if you didn't list, I think you should have listed Leonard Fournette. I think you should have listed well, they kind of listed Le'Veon Bell, but they didn't really list him as a diva. I'm actually kind of surprised they listed Melvin Gordon, but I guess not. I don't know. It's not terrible, I guess. Who else could be a diva? You know what's funny is you don't really hear a lot about divas on defense. Like, I think that whole list, the only diva listed on defense was Richard Sherman, right? I don't think they listed anybody else on defense. But who knows? Yeah, they had a Twitter beef. Ooh, it went to Twitter, huh? Oh, that is a little dramatic. That is a little dramatic, ain't it? Fair enough. All right, before this second half starts, I'm going to go get a water bottle real quick. I'll be right back. Divas on defense would mainly be corners? Yeah, I guess so. You just don't hear about divas on defense very often. You really don't. Do you call Earl Thomas a diva? Oh my God. Earl Thomas, man. I can't believe it. Earl Thomas was a wild one. I mean, when you look at, like... See, like, he is on the same page as Watson and Big Ben as far as off the field shenanigans, but he's not really on that same level as far as like on the team shenanigans. I don't know. Remember when he flipped off Pete Carroll? Oh, I don't remember that. That's interesting. That definitely changes what I just said, if true. Don't remember that at all. I never thought of Watson as a diva. Oh, he was a big diva prior to the shenanigans. Like, because what he did, what I hated about the whole Deshaun Watson thing, and I understand his frustrations. I'm with you with the trading of DeAndre Hopkins. I'm with you on the Bill O'Brien being a complete a-hole. I get all that, seriously. But you signed a contract talking about how much you loved it there, you loved the ownership, and they're so happy to be there, and thank you for the big contract, and this, that, whatever. And then literally one season later, you're talking about how horrible the situation is you're in, how terrible the ownership is, how bad the coaching is, I want to get out of here, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like, bet you they're going to put Aaron Rodgers. Yes, they did put Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers definitely earned his way on that list. That's for sure. 1,000%. It was all a lie? Still, that's a part of being a diva, is lying like that. Just lying through your teeth. Yeah, when Earl was still a Seahawk, he got hurt, and as he was being carted off, he flipped the Seahawks off. Interesting. That's interesting. I never heard that. That's odd. So it's 63-55. It looks like we're about to get back into the action. Let me go ahead and hit the fast forward button so that we get on the same page. I don't know why YouTube TV just slowly, like, becomes you're farther and farther behind. I don't know why that is, but whatever. We'll fast forward to get to the part we want to be on. So yeah, it looks like everybody's walking back onto the court. And CP3 scoops up the ball to start this quarter. Getting a pick from Aiden. CP3 kicks it over to Crowder in the corner, and it's almost stolen. Crowder ends up with it, and turnover. Stolen by Barton. We have a 4-on-2. Barton will jack up a 3. Yes, sir! 63-58 to start this third quarter. Nuggets. Hopefully the coach fired a light under their bums because they needed it bad. They're down 3-0 in the series and down 8 at halftime. So let's see what happens. Booker, ooh, nice behind the back stop and pop. So smooth, so hard to guard. All right, Barton to Morris, over to Jokic. Now it's Gordon on the block, guarded by Crowder. Nice pass inside Barton. Good back cut by Barton. And 65-60 now. Good find by Aaron Gordon and made layup by Barton. I don't blame Rodgers for being mad. They were a couple pieces away from being Super Bowl, and they picked a replacement with the first pick next season and a replacement for the running back the next season. Then they ended up paying the running back. Yeah, the frustrations are real. Ooh, Crowder pump fakes and pops. Can't get it to go. Jokic the rebound. Kicks it up to Porter. Porter has it, and he's going to shoot a 3. Okay, Nuggets coming out firing on an 8-2 run right now. Now only down by 2. See if their defense steps up. Chris Paul. So smooth. Once he gets that first pick, they just leave him wide open there in the middle of the court, and right there in the middle of the paint, and he just knocks it down every time, it seems like. Morris to Jokic. Jokic to Porter. Pump fakes. He's going to stop and pop a 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. And it's going to be off of Aaron Gordon. Suns ball. Le'Veon not re-signing with the Chiefs because he hates Andy Reid. Of course he does. I want to see Ramsey go against Justin Jefferson. Ooh, that would be a fun one. Hey, I'm back. What did I miss? Well, we missed a good start by the Nuggets, but the Suns just answered with 4 unanswered points. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout by Denver. So it's 69-63 right now. Suns on top. And Chris Paul with back-to-back fadeaways. Did you see the Nuggets vs. Suns fan fight from Game 3? No, I did not. And I watched that game, but I guess they didn't show it on there. Like, we called the game on this channel. What up, Celeste back? How's it going, Celeste? Thanks for coming back, hanging out with us. I don't know why, but I feel Justin Jefferson and Ramsey look similar. Really? Oh, I can see it. I can see it a little bit. There's definitely a resemblance there. I can totally see what you're talking about. That's actually really fair. That was a weird commercial. Not sure what I was watching. Raiders got used goods in Solomon and Ngakoue. Did they get Solomon Thomas? Oh, interesting. At the former 3rd overall pick. He can't be that old, though. What is he, 29? 28? 25? They didn't get used goods. Are you serious? That is a prime top 3 pick overall. Oh, my goodness. That's huge. That's a great scoop for the Raiders. Oh, I love that scoop. I thought he was older than that for some reason. God, I thought it was a long time ago when they got picked, but no. Oh, yeah, he got picked the same year as Mitch, and Mitch just got traded to, or like moved as well. All right, Jokic, can he get the rebound? No, it ends up Devin Booker's hand. Barton missed a runner. Booker, nice pass inside to Ayton. Pump faked it and found a driving Ayton, and Ayton makes the layup. So it's 71-63 now. All right, Jokic has it, guarded by Ayton, gets it to Morris. Morris brings it back out to the top of the key, back to Jokic, back to Morris, and can't get it to go off the front of the rim. And, almost lost there by Crowder, but Crowder saves it from going out of bounds, and CP3 has it with an 8-point lead. CP3, nice pass. Ayton can't make it, though. Good side pass, but Ayton missed the little floater. Barton goes all the way uncontested and coast to coast slams it home. Alrighty then. I sent you a video of the fan fight in the Discord. Perfect. I'll react to it in next commercial. We'll look at it. Perfect. Chris Paul gets in the paint. Ooh, Booker juked out Chris Paul. Chris Paul thought he was going to go one direction, and he passed it there. Instead, Booker cut the other way. And there you go. So it's 71-65. Nuggets have the ball down 6. And Morris getting a pick from Jokic. Back to Jokic. Back to Morris. Morris behind the back to Jokic. And stops. Nope. Driving. Left hand. Layup is good. All right. Nuggets hanging around. They're not dead yet. Even though it just seems like it's just the Suns are going to run away with it at some point. Booker, bad pass by Booker ends up in Porter Jr.'s hands. And Porter Jr. will three-pointer in transition, bottom of the net. And Denver is back within 1 point. 7.5 to go in the third quarter. It's anybody's game. Jokic quiet doesn't help when your best player is not really helping the team. Well, Jokic is actually having an okay day. He's 8 for 14, 20 points. It's not terrible. Oh, nice shot there by CP3. Keeping the Suns on top. Denver has a chance to tie it here. Morris to Barton. Barton thought about shooting that tying three. Oh, and it's going to be stolen. And Devin Booker all the way slams it home. And it's a 5-point lead. Barton, careless with the ball there, ends up losing it. All right. Morris has it at the top of the key, getting a pick from Jokic. Now passes to Jokic. Jokic driving off the back of the rim and ends up going in. And, Porter Jr. tried to get a quick steal. CP3 does maintain. Through the series, not this game, doing solid day. Oh, agreed. Yes. The first 3 games, Jokic was definitely off. CP3 is just feeling it with that mid-range fadeaway jumper. They're giving it to him. They're saying, hey, if we're going to lose, we're going to lose to CP3 scoring the ball, not passing the ball, and he is making him pay. Jokic has a 3, but didn't like it. Guarded by Booker now. Spin move. And it looks like Booker's going to get called for the foul. Jokic did make the bucket, but it doesn't look like it's going to get count because it was a foul on the floor. So 77-72. Third quarter, 6:14 to go. Denver has the ball down 5. Morris has it at the top of the key. Gets it to Jokic. Jokic to Morris. Morris looking to try to get inside. Nope, he stops and pops. Long shot, way off the side of the rim. And Devin Booker the rebound. I hate that shot selection. I like Morris, but that shot selection, you gotta be able to get a prettier shot than that, man. Come on. CP3, what in the world was that? Oh my God, he faked the pass. But to me, that has to be a carry. Has to be. How do you spin the ball like that without carrying it? That makes no sense to me. All right, Barton 3, rattles home. But he did this thing where he kind of faked the pass and then spun it so it ended up back in his hands. That's an and one move. Has to be a carry, right? I mean, that makes no sense. All right, Jay Crowder is going to lose it out of bounds. So turnover by Phoenix. That just doesn't seem okay. Because he literally went to the side of the ball, that's a carry. That's an easy call. That is an easy, by-the-book call. His hand is on the side of the ball. He's controlling the spin of it. I don't know. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Adam Weinstein, love. All he says is love. So thanks for being here, Adam Weinstein. Or is it Weinstein? You tell me. All right, Jokic on the shoulder. Driving, gets inside, up and under, and does not get a foul called and misses the layup. Try to go reverse layup there, doesn't get it. Chris Paul to Crowder, back to Chris Paul. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Chris Paul driving. And fadeaway jumper is good again. Ugh. Both of those are incorrect. Oh, okay. Both of them are incorrect. Not Weinstein or Weinstein. So is it Weinstein? Weinstein, I guess, is what it has to be. Maybe. Or is it Weinstein? Oh. Weinstein. Oh my God, he flopped. No, he didn't. Okay, he kind of got hit in the face. Never mind. CP3 definitely got hit in the face. Kiss scroll mid-range is absolutely insane. Yes, Miles Turner is correct. I mean, his mid-range is what's winning him this game right now. CP3 has 24 points, 10 for 13 shooting. Booker alley-oop to Dayton. Yes, sir. And Phoenix jumps back out to an 8-point lead with over 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Second one. Weinstein? No way. Weinstein. I like it. I love it. I love Weinstein. Weinstein. That's good. I like that. That's funny. Oh, Adam, you're at the game? Uh-oh. Get on camera somehow, bro. Get on camera. Who you think is going to win the Stanley Cup Finals? The final four are New York Islanders, Tampa Bay Lightning, Golden Knights, and Montreal Canadiens. Okay, well, I'm writing off the Canadiens immediately. So I think it's going to be Golden Knights and Tampa Bay Lightning. And I will take the young Tampa Bay Lightning to get their first cup. Well, second cup in a while. I think Tampa Bay won it. Actually, Tampa Bay won it quite recently. I think Tampa Bay gets it again. I think Tampa Bay beats the Golden Knights in the finals. And guess what? That is complete guess. I don't know who's on the teams anymore. I don't know if they're good enough. What in the world? Why is he acting like that was so bad? What is going on? Oh, did he kind of break his nose maybe? Oh, it looked like he hit his nose. Oh, it went right across his nose. Oh, yeah, that sucks. Never mind. That angle. Jokic. Jokic might get called for a flagrant there because he looked like he hit hard as hell. Ouch town. Tampa won it in 2004 and 2020. They just won it last year? I thought they won it somewhat recently, actually. After I said they won it in a while, I second-guessed myself, but I didn't realize it was that close. Good grief. So, okay, Tampa Bay goes back-to-back. That's who I'm picking. He winded up and hit hard. Jokic looking pissed. They're defending champions. Fair enough. All right, well, then I pick them back-to-back. I just remember them when the Caps won in 2018. What is Jokic even saying? I don't even know what Jokic is saying. Oh, they're going to go to the... Yeah, they're looking to call this a flagrant, maybe. See what they call it.
Well, if you're Michael Malone, what did he call him?
Jokic and Devin Booker got into it after the foul. Jokic definitely hit him hard. I would not be surprised if this is a flagrant. He winded up and hit him right across the face. Yeah, they got into their face. Oof. Jokic, wasn't saying much. That was weird. His mouth was kind of like this. And he, wasn't saying anything. It was weird. I wanted to know what he was saying. But...
Yes.
I do understand the pain of getting hit in the nose, though, like because it kind of makes your eyes water and it sucks. But he does look okay now, so that's good. Tampa and LA were the champion COVID cities. LA won it all in basketball and baseball, and Tampa won it in football and hockey. Tampa was also a part of the World Series. Tampa, Who's the Tampa Bay baseball team? Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay Rays. That's it. Tampa Bay Rays. I got it before you said it, Redskins, man. I got it before you said it. I remembered. What are they saying?
But tonight, and maybe this takes a little bit of the steam away
After replay review,
from Booker
there is
and CP3.
wind up, impact, and follow through. It is a flagrant penalty 2 on Jokic. He's ejected from the game. There is also a technical foul on Booker for the actions during the dead ball.
Fortunately, our Mike.
Oh, no. Jokic is out of this basketball game. Series over. Oh, my goodness. Jokic has been eliminated from the basketball game. That's the game. There's no way they're winning without Jokic. No way. And honestly, Jokic deserved it. I honestly agree with it. I mean, Jokic was clearly frustrated. Good sportsmanship by Jokic. He went up to Payne after the fact and basically was saying, "Hey man, good game." You know, the frustration wasn't with Payne. Frustration was with this series. He's thought he's gotten fouled many, many times throughout this series and hasn't gotten the calls. His frustration clearly came out there. Down 8 in this must-win game, and Jokic will go to the locker room completely. And JaVale McGee enters the game, and if the Suns somehow lose this game, that would be hilarious. Because what in the world? They have an 8-point lead with no Jokic. I mean, come on. With 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, this game is over. And wow, I mean, deservingly so. It's a lot of people might say like, oh, would they have eliminated LeBron if that happened with LeBron, or would they have eliminated KD if that happened with KD? Blah blah blah. I mean, that was clearly a frustration foul. That was clear. Like, he didn't mean to hit him in the nose. You know, I don't think he meant to hit him in the face, but that clearly was a flagrant foul. He winded up, hit him as hard as he could, came right across his face. You can't allow that. And Payne showing good sportsmanship back, saying, "Hey man, you're good." And all right, it ended okay there, but yeah, I think the refs made the right call eliminating Jokic. Payne is going to the free throw line for 2 shots, and he makes both of them. Monty Morris made the free throw on the other end for the technical foul from Devin Booker. But good calls there by the refs all around. I think everything they got right, which is rare. And I do think that this is going to be the end of the series now. Duncan says that was bull. I think that was a good call, man. I think that was a good call. It sucks, but I do think that it was clearly a good foul or good call on the flagrant. You know, maybe not flagrant 2. Maybe you just call flagrant 1 there. But I don't know. It's interesting. Omar Benzit, OSRS. That's right. I started playing this again. So just doing some high alking. But I'm glad you appreciate the OSRS game, man. It's good. It's good stuff. Yeah, Leon says it's over, boys. Yeah, I mean that's basically it. I mean, we'll see if the Nuggets could bring anything. All right, well there you go. Good pass there by JaVale McGee, pulling on his Jokic impersonation. Hold up, little backdoor pass there to Monty Morris. Hold on, are we seeing a reincarnate of Jokic and JaVale McGee? Wait a minute. They're not dead yet. And Booker misses and Bridges gets the offensive rebound put back. All right, so it's 87-78. Can JaVale McGee turn into Nikola Jokic? All right, Morris on the baseline, guarded by Bridges, tough. Now here we go. There's McGee. Fadeaway. Nope. No, it wasn't a fadeaway. It was a runner. And JaVale McGee misses it there. I combined his name in all sorts of ways. Miguel. And nice take there by Payne. Gets the left-handed lay-in, and it's already an 11-point game. Campazzo. Oh, nice crossover. Rivers in the corner, and too long. Jay Crowder the rebound, and he pushes it up to Payne in transition. Payne is going to slow it down, though. It's 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Phoenix up 11. No Nikola Jokic. If you're just joining us, Nikola Jokic has been eliminated from the game. Flagrant 2 foul. Winding up and hitting Payne in the face. There's Booker with another runner. It's a 13-point game. Nuggets are in shambles. Phoenix on a 12-3 run in the last 3 minutes. Gordon gets it to Morris. Morris at the top of the key getting a pick from McGee. Driving all the way. High off the glass. No good. Bridges the rebound. Yep. No Jamal Murray. No Nikola Jokic. And that's pretty much the whole offense of the Nuggets. And now Bridges drives all the way, making a lay-in, and it's a 15-point game all of a sudden. And the Suns looking to go to the Western Conference Finals. And I don't know, when's the last time they've been to the Western Conference Final? Maybe back in, like, Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days? Like, when's the last time the Suns have made it to the Western Conference Finals? Suns Western Conference Finals. Go to their seasons here. Does it say where they went? Third, one conference semifinals, one there, and then lost in the conference finals. So, yes, 2009, 2010 was the last time they made it to the Western Conference Finals before finally losing to the Lakers. And I believe that was when they had Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire, if I remember correctly. Nope. 2009. Nope. 9, 10. Phoenix Suns. I always spell Phoenix wrong before. I always want to put the E before the O. Steve Kerr was the president and general manager. Alvin Gentry the coach. Yep, Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire, Jason Richardson, the high-flying dunker. They had Grant Hill. Jared Dudley was a good one. Goran Dragic was young then, really young. Backup point guard. Oh, yeah, Leonardo Barbosa. Weird shot formation. Like, he could shoot. He was a good three-point shooter, but he shot funny. Channing Frye was pretty good on that team. Good role player. Robin Lopez was on that team. Interesting. But yeah, so 12 years ago, the Phoenix Suns made it to the Western Conference Finals, and they're back. Whole new look, whole new team, and it looks like they're going. And it's going. So you're saying there's a chance. That's right. So you're saying there's a chance. Not really. I was being trying to make it a little interesting, and then the Phoenix Suns just shut that door pretty darn quickly. And it's gone. I like that Redskins fan, Ted. And it's gone. So 1:48 to go in the third quarter. 93-78. Suns over the Nuggets. No more Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic will end this game with 22 points, 11 rebounds on 9 of 17 shooting, 1 for 4 from 3. And he is gone. Gone. And I don't really see any other hope. I mean, no Jamal Murray, no Nikola Jokic. That spells the end for Denver. But Denver will be back. Denver will be back. And I'm not out on Denver because they have Jokic, they have Murray coming back, and, they're a solid team throughout. I love Porter Jr. this year. Aaron Gordon was a great addition. And I love Monty Morris as a potential Sixth Man of the Year candidate, and may find his way on the starting lineup there. Like, if you have... once you have Jamal Murray back, though, he's their point guard, so probably Morris will go back to the bench then. But I love Austin Rivers off the bench. Unfortunately, Paul Millsap is not giving him anything. This team will definitely be back. I wonder what Bol will end up, if he'll ever get some playing time. He's so thin, but he's actually got some talent. Not just a big man. He could actually do a little bit of everything, and I would like to see what he can do. All right, Nuggets have it. Campazzo getting a pick from McGee. Campazzo. Oh, nice fake there. High off the glass. No, it's off, but JaVale McGee there to get the rebound and put back dunk. All right. Suns up 13 with the ball with a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Rivers guarding Booker. Booker is going to stop and pop from three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Porter Jr. the rebound. He's bringing it up. Oh, nice crossover there. Jay Crowder on the defense. And another crossover. Porter is going to get it to McGee. Back to Porter. Porter gets it to Barton. Barton's going to stop and pop three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Booker the rebound. And JaVale McGee just shoved Saric to the ground. No foul called. Interesting. Up, Jay Crowder, three-pointer in the corner. No good, but they're going to call a foul against Rivers. And Rivers is going to foul him, sending to the line for 3 shots. Phoenix lead could be extended to 16 points right now. Jay Crowder, yes, will get 3 free throws. First one's up and good. 94-80. Second one is good. Third free throw is up and good. He makes all 3, so it's 96-80. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Campazzo walking it up for the Nuggets. Campazzo to McGee. Back to Campazzo. Campazzo jacks up a 3. Yes, sir. All right. Down 13 now. They got to play defense. Can they give their MVP another chance at it? Devin Booker, long 3. No good, but Johnson there for the offensive rebound. Now Crowder's going to jack up a 3 in the corner. No good. Barton the rebound. So here come the Nuggets. Nuggets with about a 2 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Barton's going to hold it for one of the last shots. He's guarded by Johnson. He's standing at half court. 10 seconds now on left in the third quarter. 5 seconds on the shot clock now. He's driving. He's going to kick it out to Porter. Wide open 3. No good. Off the front of the rim. And that will be the end of the third quarter. 96-83. And the Nuggets facing elimination without their 2 best players. Jamal Murray out for the season for injury. And Nikola Jokic out of this game on a technical foul. Well, flagrant 2 foul is looking bleak now for the Nuggets. Looking bleak. Oh, yeah, let's look at that fight. You said you shared the fight. Hey, Redskins Van 10, next time, put this into the reaction YouTube videos. Just so it's easier to find. But no big deal, because right now the general Discord is busy. All right, here we go. Oh, my man. sneaky. Oh, he is not happy about that one. Oh, man. White boy coming in hot. Oh. Why is that guy just putting his face right into his chest? He was saying Suns in 4. Suns in 4. Oh, man. But, hey, this guy, you know, you could be upset with the other one, and he was definitely engaging in the fight. Both of them were. But this guy tried to do a sneak attack punch. Look at this guy. He was not happy. Look, he came in with a sneak attack. Look. Yeah, so he earned this beating right here. Oof, 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 oof. Gave him a punch too. Taking 2-on-1. My man. Gave him a little uppercut again just for good measure. Look at him. Suns in 4. Suns in 4. Oh yeah, he's not feeling too good. Bloodied up nose. Pants falling down. Suns in 4. Man, him with the old Steve Nash jersey, too. He's been a fan for a minute. Security coming in. Wonder if he got in too much trouble. We'll see. I feel like the Suns fans has been in a few hockey fights. Yeah, he came in hot. But he got a little sucker punch there, you know. The guy put his phone in his pocket and then like came in with his left. He definitely deserved a couple of 1-2s. But, you know, I'm sure the guy got in trouble, you know, thrown out of the ring, thrown out of the arena, and never to be seen again. All right, we're back at it. Barton has it for the Nuggets. Campazzo, three-pointer in the corner. Campazzo rattle one home. And Campazzo's not ready to die. And he's playing tough defense right now on CP3. So it's 96-86, 11:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Campazzo guarding CP3 at the top of the key. Saric now has it. Saric gets it over to Payne. Payne driving and loses it. Oh, they're going to call a foul against Rivers, and Rivers can't believe it. It's hard to see. Did he get a reach in there? I saw him lose it, him being Payne, but I couldn't quite see the reach in foul. So that gives him a 14 seconds on the shot clock now. Of course, they didn't show the replay. Why would they? NBA just sucks with that stuff. Payne, guarded by Rivers, and this time it went off his shoe, but it ends up in Sarge's hands. No kickball violation there. Oh, Payne driving, no good, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. Good defense there by the Nuggets. Campazzo looking at the ref. No technical foul called on CP3 for slamming the ball against the ground. Campazzo saying, "Hey man, where's the technical there?" All right, Campazzo now has it for the Nuggets. Nuggets down 10. And Campazzo can't get the lay-in. Hard off the backboard, ends up hitting the front of the rim, and no good. They push it up. Payne driving up, and they're going to call a foul against Michael Porter Jr., and that'll send Johnson to the line. Longsword. What else should I buy? Rune two-handed. Oh. Rune 2. I don't have enough. Ah, barely don't. So it's 97-96, so he made one of two free throws, and then Porter is going to get fouled and go to the free throw line. Trying to make it a 9-point game. By the way, I took one of Old Glory DC rugby balls yesterday. Dude, they probably don't have a lot of money. Maybe you shouldn't take their stuff. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, Porter makes the first one, so it's 87-97. 10:38 to go in the fourth quarter. I don't have enough coins still. Wow. I need one more. All right. Payne is going to shoot up a three. Off the side of the rim, no good. JaVale McGee, the rebound. Got poked away, but ends up in Campazzo's hands. And Craig is going to get called for the foul. Those, and we're good. Good for a little while. They seem to have a lot of them. Good. Good. I'm glad. I don't know if it's like baseball. Maybe they need a ton of balls to play a game. All right, Campazzo. Gets it to Barton. Barton driving. Thought about it. Pump fakes it. Kicks it back out to Rivers. Back to Barton. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Barton driving the baseline. Reverse layup is good. All right, it's 97-90 now. Campazzo really trying to play tough defense on CP3. Sick of him being wide open in the middle. Denver Nuggets right now on a 10-1 run. CP3, fadeaway, baseline jumper. Yes, sir. The pick got Campazzo off the defense, and CP3 attacked JaVale McGee and got it to go. Campazzo drives the lane, gets it to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. drives it to the corner, and corner three, bangs it home. And it's 99-93 with 9.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Nuggets refusing to die with no Nikola Jokic. CP3, guarded by Campazzo again. Oh, they're going to get an offensive foul on the pick. Campazzo draws the foul, and that's a turnover. Denver not dead yet. They refuse to go down, even though they're losing their two best players. No Jamal Murray, no Nikola Jokic, and it's a 93-99 game, and they're on a 12-3 run right now. Actually, it's a 13-3. Excuse me, 13-3 run. Anyways, I didn't intend on taking it at first in warm-up. They were kicking them around at the stadium, so I'd help them get them. But then when I went to give the last one back, the teams went back into the lockers. Oh, okay, fair enough. So it sounds like it's your ball. CP3 driving the lane. Good pass inside to Ayton. Ayton gets the lay-in. JaVale McGee just a little too late to get the block there. So it's 101-93. CP3 moves to 13th all-time playoff assist numbers. Good for CP3. All right, spin move there by Barton. Barton, fade away in the lane. No good. Devin Booker the rebound. And he tried to pass it up to Bridges, and it's going to be a turnover. Bad pass there by Booker. Oh, got to level 83 Magic. Look at me. Go, go, go. All right. Campazzo gets a pick from McGee. Campazzo driving. Stop and pop. No, kicks it out to a wide open Barton in the corner. Yes! He does make it, and it's a 5-point game. Nuggets not going anywhere yet. Oh, my goodness. No one saw I had it, so I held it onto it the whole game, and still no one came for it. Well, there you go. Why not? Why not? I guess they do have enough where they can't keep count. Ball boy may have gotten fired because of you, though. Man, how do you feel? You're taking people's jobs. You're horrible, Redskins man 10. Horrible. Just kidding. Man, oh man. So it's 101-96. Suns on top, but the Nuggets are roaring back into this game. They were down by as much as 15, And now it's only a 5-point game. They are on currently, I believe, a 16-5 run. Yeah. But yeah, my sister plays rugby. She plays rugby up at her school. It's kind of like a club team, so it's not a school sanctioned team, but it's a club team, and they have fun with it, you know. But there's a lot of weird rules in rugby that I don't understand. Like, they don't say scores or touchdowns or anything. They're called tries, which is just a weird term to call a score, a try. No, I didn't try. I scored. I did. I didn't try. I did. You know, it's kind of a weird way to put it to me. I checked their team shop online, and they didn't sell balls, so it's not like fans can buy them. Oh, so look at you. You're one of the few that has one. Nice. Is it labeled like Old Glory? Like Old Glory DC? All right, I got to find out what in the world, what were the Martini, what's the Martini team? List of MLR teams. No, not MLB. I wanted MLR. What is this? Ducksters? I don't know what that is. MLR teams. Major League Rugby. Okay, well, don't just tell me the cities. I want to know their names. Here we go. So the Austin Gilgronis, okay. Houston Sabercats, nice name there. LA, it is a martini glass. It is a martini. LA Giltinis is the name of their team. LA Giltinis. Giltinis, named for yet-to-be-released cocktail, are owned by Adam Gilchrist and Loyals Rugby. Wow, it is a martini glass. But it's a Giltini. A Giltini. San Diego Legion. Kind of boring compared to the other teams. Seattle Seawolves. Utah Warriors. New England Free Jacks. New Orleans Gold, Old Glory DC, Rugby United New York, Rugby ATL, talk about generic, and Toronto Arrows. Interesting. All right, so we're going to get Austin Rivers with another foul. They're not in the bonus yet, so it was on the ground. He's saying, hey, can we play basketball? You're calling so many fouls on me. He's got 4 fouls tonight. 8:13 to go in the fourth quarter. CP3 the inbounder. And he barely got the ball in, but he did get into Bridges. Bridges attacking, and Michael Porter. No, they didn't get it in. They're saying it was a 5-second violation on CP3. It looked like he held it for way too long, and they do end up calling it, and that's a turnover by Phoenix in a 5-point game. Campazzo kicks it over to Porter. Porter, three-pointer. Off the front of the rim, no good, but JaVale McGee the rebound. And he's going to get fouled. And it's going to be JaVale McGee to the free throw line for 2 shots to try to make this a 3-point game. Can JaVale McGee try to knock down 2 free throws here? Yeah, I played rugby in high school, and it was also a club team. That's fun, though. I think I would have been pretty good at rugby. I think that was my, if I could go back, I think I could be a really good rugby player. Because I wasn't really I don't know. I think that could have been a sport that I was really into, actually. I have, deceptive speed, good center of gravity. It's hard to bring me down. I have good hand-eye to be able to pass it real quick in a quick situation. That's a lost art I have that I wish I partook in. I played basketball my whole life, which I had fun playing basketball. I love basketball, but I was never really going anywhere. But I wish that I had actually taken up rugby as a kid. I think that could have been a sport that I could have been sneakily good at. if I really went hard at it. Yeah, exactly. I think it could have been an interesting sport for me. Anyway, we're back in. So JaVale McGee made 1 of 2, so it's a 4-point game. CP3 has it. He kicks it over to Bridges. Bridges drives on a baseline. Floater is good over JaVale McGee. So it's a 6-point game now. And we have a stoppage in play. Not sure exactly what's going on. CP3 not happy right now. He's saying, I got fouled. Did we get a technical foul on him? Yes, it's going to be a technical foul against CP3, and Michael Porter Jr. can't make the free throw. Then CP3 saying, ball don't lie, ball don't lie. Wow, he missed the free throw, but the Suns will keep the ball, but a missed free throw. And when you get a free point in a game where you have no Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, you got to make it, man. You got to make it. Sucks that Porter Jr. missed that free throw. I'm also surprised they chose him to shoot the free throw. I don't know if that's who I would have chosen, but maybe. But anyway, Campazzo kicks it over to Gordon. Gordon's going to shoot a 3 off the back of the rim. No good. And JaVale McGee saves it. Ends up in Campazzo's hands. Campazzo's going to shoot a 3. No good, but Aaron Gordon now rebound. Barton, runner, no good. And this time it ends up in Devin Booker's hands. Just over 7 minutes to go in a 6-point ball game. Bridges takes it all the way, and it's back to an 8-point ball game. The lead was shrunk to 4, but it's back up to 8. Barton has it at the top of the key, guarded by CP3. Barton driving in. He's going to stop and pop, but it's going to be a foul, it looks like, on the ground. And there you go. So it's going to be taken out of bounds. Bridges, nice take there. Good lay-in. So it's 105-97. Nuggets down by 8 with the ball. Campazzo, pump fakes, gets it to Gordon. Back to Campazzo. Campazzo, nice between the leg crossover and drives it on Devin Booker. And he will go to the line. No, sorry. He just makes the lay-in, and it's a 105-199. 6:30 to go. 105-99. Fourth quarter, 6.5. Devin Booker gets a pick from Crowder. He's driving, and he will take it all the way. And JaVale McGee, you just gave him the lane. What was that? That was terrible defense by JaVale McGee. So that was an easy lay-in. Good take there by Booker. Barton to Gordon. Gordon. Turnaround fadeaway. No good. Devin Booker the rebound. Tough shot there. You'd like to see them move the ball around. They got some decent shooters. I want to see them get some ball movement and try to find Campazzo open, or maybe Porter, or even Barton, to be honest. And a pass inside to Ayton, and Ayton misses the free throw, or misses the layup, and misses another layup after he got his own offensive rebound. Gordon now has it. He's coming back to back down Crowder, and he's going inside, and easy lay-in. Good attack there by Aaron Gordon. And it's now back to a 6-point lead, 107-101. I'll send you pics of the ball in the Discord. Sounds good. Perfect. So 107-101 with 5.5 to go. Chris Paul driving. Nope, doesn't like it. And pass inside to Ayton. And good defense there by Barton to stop Ayton from an easy layup. But it looks like he's going to get called for the foul. He's not happy about it, but I think he got him with the body. Okay, sending pics of the ball. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, look at this. Nice. Old Glory DC. Oh, there's the jersey. Nice, nice. And there you go. Is this the jerseys of the Old Glory DC? Really? Okay. Or are these the goalie jerseys? No, they look like the jerseys. Cool deal. Thanks for the photos. That's fun. All right, Ayton gets it to CP3. CP3 is going to get a foul called against Barton now, and he thinks it's going to be free throws. And, yeah, according to this, they are in the bonus. So it looks like CP3 will go to the line for 2 free throws. On my screen, I don't see them in the bonus, but both of these are saying they're both in the bonus. Both teams are in the bonus. No, that was Nola. Oh, okay. All right, it's 108, 101. CP3 made the first one, and he makes the second. So trying to maintain an 8-point lead are the Suns with 5:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Morris gets to Barton, gets to JaVale. JaVale fakes the pass. Now he's attacking, and he will get an ugly lay-in to fall. Oh, my. Ugly shot does go in. Good job for JaVale McGee. Devin Booker attacking. Tries to get a runner. No, he passes it out to Bridges. Bridges 3. No good. Long rebound. Bridges gets his own rebound. Now it's Devin Booker. Devin Booker 3. Off the side of the rim. No good. JaVale McGee the rebound. The Suns cannot quite put this Nuggets team out of their misery. And Barton's going to jack up a 3 off the back of the rim. And Booker the rebound. Oh, it's going to be out of bounds off of Booker. And they're going to say Denver keeps it. And I don't think that's the right call. I don't know if they're going to challenge it. It's 4:28 to go in the fourth quarter, and Nuggets keep the ball down 6. McGee gets it to Gordon. Gordon. All right, back to McGee. McGee thinking about taking it again. Yes, he is. He's going to take it. Spin move. Hook shot off the ground of the rim. Nope. Michael Porter Jr., the rebound. And Jay Crowder gets another block, and then the rebound ends up in Jay Crowder's hands. Good defense there by Jay Crowder. Uh-oh. CP3 thought about passing it to Crowder there. No. He's going to slow it down. 4 minutes to go, down 6. Ayton coming to set a pick for CP3. CP3, another fadeaway mid-range jumper. This one time is no good. And Porter the rebound. Porter kicks it up to Barton. Barton has it at the top of the key now. Looking to get a pick from Gordon. Now he has it at the corner 3. And we're going. Kicks it out to Morris. Morris is going to shoot a mid-range jumper off the back of the rim. No good. I hate that shot selection. We need 3-pointers or layups, not these crazy 2-point jumpers, okay? Come on. And they're going to get out of bounds off of the Nuggets, but the Phoenix Suns are going to call timeout. So it's 109-103 with 3:28 to go. That's easy win for the Phoenix Suns. Let's go. That's right. So far, so good. By the way, this game is closer than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I know, right? Like, this is... Immediately after Jokic left this game, they jumped out to like a 16-point lead, but the Nuggets, without Jamal Murray, without Nikola Jokic, have pulled this within a 6-point ball game. So nobody is dead yet. This is still alive and well. 3:28 to go. Anything's possible. Devin Booker with 29, CP3 with 28, 28.7 assists. What a game by him. Meanwhile, Barton and Porter both have 19 and 18 respectively. Morris has 14. He's gone cold. Campazzo off the bench, though, with 14 points. He's made 4 critical threes. No Jokic, looked like a playground fight. So you're saying there's still a chance. That's right. They're not dead yet. Hyped, bro. Can't wait to see who they play next. We'll see. Don't count your chickens yet there, Leon. Don't count your chickens yet. We'll see what the Nuggets can do. Excuse me. I was going to look up something and I don't remember. What I was going to look up. But yeah, the Clippers showed up big last night to beat the Jazz, move it to 2-1. So the Clippers are not dead yet, that's for sure. We'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. Payne flopped on that one, though. Wait, you're talking about the Nikola Jokic foul? Oh, no, he didn't flop. He got hit hard in the nose, dude. And nose shots are no joke. I don't know if you've ever been hit in the nose, but they make your eyes water, like, immediately. Like, noses are super sensitive. There's a lot of nerves right at the tip of your nose. So getting hit in the nose does not feel good. Does not feel good. Hey, it's 4:20 in the morning. I'm still wide awake and have last day in school in exactly 3 hours. Wow. Where are you from then, Leon? Where are you from? What, are you from London or something? I thought it was on his hand. Oh, no. Jokic came down and hit him right across the face with his forearm, actually. It was like, bang, right across his face. That's why he went to the ground like that. And it's one of those injuries that makes total sense to go down. I'm from Slovenia, Polzela. Oh, okay, interesting. Never heard of it. I know I've heard of Slovenia, but I've never heard of Polzela. Interesting. Cool. Well, thanks for joining the channel. Hopefully you hit that sub button. Hopefully you'll be back. Oh, CP3 driving all the way. Yes. And one. Michael Porter's going to get called for the foul. He's asking for a review process. Let's see if he gets the review, because for right now, it's Mr. CP3 going to the line for two. Or for one. And one opportunity. Let's see. Did he get him with the body? His hand kind of touched his side. CP3 makes the free throw. So it's 112-103 with 3:15 to go. Tough break there for the Nuggets to get a three-point play. Let's see what they can do on their offensive end. Here we go. Morris, driving the baseline. Passes it out to Barton. Barton does catch it. Behind the back. Stolen by the Suns and kicked up to CP3. CP3 will lay it in, and it's an 11-point game now with under 3 to go. And it looks like the Suns are going to move on to the Western Conference Finals. The Suns with a 4-0 sweep. Looking great. And hey, good for them. I'm taking summer classes till July 30th for college prereq. Well, good luck. Good luck, Expert JK. Hopefully you do well. I'm sure you'll do well. No problem. Oh, and I'm for sure coming back. Don't worry. Hey, well, thanks. Thanks for stopping by. And thanks for hitting that sub button. It helps. That's what I was going to look at. I was going to look at to see if there's any new subs. We had 1225 going into this stream, and we have... Oh, apparently we lost 3 subs. Apparently now we're down to 1222. Okay. Well, we lost a couple of subs. Oh, well. What are you going to do? Suns in 4, Suns in 4. As the guy who got in that fight said, the Suns in 4. What did I tell you, dog? I told y'all. You did. I was holding out hope more of just so the stream would be interesting at the end, you know? I like to see a good finish to a game. Suns won, easy clap. Yeah, I mean, with no Jamal Murray, it definitely made the series a lot easier for the Suns. A lot easier for the Suns. But they played really, really well. No doubt. They played well. They deserved the sweep. Remember last year, Lakers were laughing at Clippers? Yeah, when the Clippers lost to the, was it the Nuggets? I guess they lost to the Nuggets, right? John Morant said, dunked that CP. Stop playing. Yeah, he went for the lay-in on that fast break instead of a dunk. And Nuggets missed another one. CP3 getting a pick from Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Booker, 5 seconds on the shot clock, driving the lane. Kicks it out to Bridges. And Bridges is going to shoot the 3 and miss. Porter takes it all the way and slams it home. Little too late maybe, though. 2:10 to go in the game. Oh, stolen by Barton. Barton is going to get... Oh, that's a clear path foul. That should be a clear path foul. He clearly had the lane, and Booker held him. Hold on. Are they going to look at that as a clear path intentional foul? Barton? Oh, that's not good. Hold up. They might get 2 free throws and the ball back. Are they going to the booth to review? Looks like they might be. Yes, they are. They're going to review this.
Common foul.
It's now under review. Don't count them out yet. They could get 2 free throws here and the ball. Uh-oh. I think that's a clear intentional foul. I mean, he grabbed both of his arms, spun him around, didn't go for the ball at all, had a wide open lay-in. I think that is definitely a clear flagrant foul there against the Suns. So that should be Barton getting 2 free throws and Nuggets keeping the ball. Miami this year total bust. No, this year's Clippers won to the Mavs. Yep. Yeah, last year's Clippers lost to Mavs, Leon. No, Clippers lost last year to the Nuggets. Clippers lost to the Nuggets last year. The Nuggets came back down from down 3-1. The Clippers beat the Mavs in the first round. It was, Denver versus Clippers 4-3, and then Denver lost in the Western Conference Final. All right, they did not call it as an intentional foul, so Barton will get just 2 free throws. Okay, interesting. I don't understand the rule then, I guess, because to me that looked as intentional as it gets. And he makes both free throws. And Suns will get the ball. Kicks it into Devin Booker, so it's a 7-point game with 2 minutes to go. Denver needs to play some strong defense here. CP3 has it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Minute and 50 to go. He's holding it. Getting a pick from Crowder. Now getting a pick from Ayton. JaVale McGee sitting back. CP3 makes another tough 2-pointer. And that is... and then Devin Booker gets a steal. And it ends up in Bridges' hands. Bridges to Ayton. Slams it home for the dagger. A minute and a half to go. 11-point game. DeAndre Ayton gets the last slam dunk there. Barton, Euro step. Gets a foul drawn. But now it's definitely too late. It's a 118-107, 2 free throws. Devin Booker with the steal. Good pass there from Bridges. And Ayton slams it home over McGee. And that will send the Nuggets home packing. Whew. We were both wrong. No, it was the Nuggets. Remember the Nuggets came back down 3-1 twice. The Jazz had them 3-1. The Nuggets came back and won. And then the the Clippers had them up 3-1. And they were like 6-0 in elimination games. Yes, Redskins Man 10, get the brooms. We have a classic sweep here. And there's nothing you can do to change it. Nothing you can do to change it. What other rune stuff have I done tonight? Anything? Oh, yeah, Battle Axe. CP3 has it at the top of the key, near half court. Getting a pick from Ayton. CP3 driving on McGee. And he's going to shoot a wild one. Airballs it, but who really cares at this point? Morris is going to jack up a 3. No, he passes inside to Gordon. Gordon knocks down a slam dunk. Minute and 4 seconds to go. 7-point game. Booker. Guarded by Gordon at half court. Booker. Booker runner, no good, and he gets his own rebound. And then he makes it. 9-point game with 38 seconds left. Barton's going to have to jack up a 3. Or he gets to Morris. Morris drives the lane. Reverse layup is good. Not enough. 2-pointers are not enough right now. And they're not even going to foul Booker. They're just going to let him run. And that is the ball game. It'll end here with 26.6 seconds left. 120 to 113 for now. I'm sure we'll get some garbage points. But the Phoenix Suns end the Nuggets run, and it's Suns 4-0. And they will move on to the Western Conference Finals to face the winner of the Clippers versus the Utah Jazz. They will definitely have a tougher opponent coming up no matter who they get. But the Suns, nonetheless, are looking really, really strong. CP3 was a monster tonight with 35 points on 14 of 19 shots. What a game from him. Devin Booker didn't quite have the same field goal percentage, but he ended up with 32 points. And what a night from him as well. Jokic got flagrant 2'd out of this game. And, yeah, we just made a final a three-pointer real quick. Garbage time right now for the Nuggets, down 5, but it's a little too late. I feel like whoever wins from the East is winning. Really? Oh well. I mean, I don't know. I disagree. I think the Nets are the only good team coming out of the East, in my opinion. Like I mean, the Sixers are a good team, obviously, but I don't think the Sixers beat the Suns, Clippers, or Jazz in a 7-game series. I take the other team in that for sure. But if the Nets go there, I have the Nets winning it all. But if the Nets are all of a sudden unhealthy and they get upset by the Bucks, I have these teams from the West taking them out. I think it's going to be Jazz and Phoenix. Yeah, I agree. I have Jazz getting past the Clippers as well. I had that one going to a 7-game series, though, so it could be anybody's game. Like, that is definitely up in the air for sure. Faux show. You know what? I don't feel like doing any other ones. I'll just leave it there. We'll just do these, and then we're going to do a quest. So it's 121-116. Let's see what happens, man. Second worst team in history. Really? CP3 has it. 20 seconds left. They're going to foul him. Campazzo does foul him, sending him to the line, and it's a little too late, man. Little too late. What up, Dennis Dukaj? Diocane? I don't know what you mean by Diocane. Bucks, Nets, Sixers are stacked, so who knows? I don't think the Bucks are really stacked. I think the Sixers, if the Nets don't come out, I think the Sixers make the finals. I think the Sixers are deeper than the Bucks. The Bucks, man, the Bucks are actually a big question mark to me. The problem is I don't like any of their shooters. And I think Giannis needs a guy like Giannis needs to be surrounded by shooters to make it to the championship. If you surround that guy with shooters, sky's the limit for the Bucks. But if you look at the Bucks team, I'm not pleased with the Bucks roster. Like, you got Middleton, which is fine. But Pat Connaughton, no. DiVincenzo, no. Forbes, man. Drew Holiday's not a three-point shooter. Like, Bobby Portis, meh. PJ Tucker, meh. Like, he needs guys like, if you stuck Giannis, like if you took Bam Adebayo out or Jimmy out, whichever one you want to take out, and plop Giannis on the Heat could go to the finals with shooters like Duncan Robinson, with shooters like Tyler Hero, with what's his name, Kendrick Nunn. Like, these guys that actually have a better chance of making spot up shots. Goran Dragic, is he still there as well? He can make the three. Like, that team would be way more dangerous with a Giannis on it than this Bucks team. Where the Bucks, they need to surround him with more shooters. That's what they need. Next year, Lakers are going to change up their roster. You know where I want to see LeBron go? And I'm not a LeBron fan by any stretch. But I think if LeBron ended up on the Bulls could be a really great team next year. Bulls roster. Check out the Bulls. right? Bulls have Vucevic. I don't care about the coaches. Why would I care about the coaches? Okay, here we go. But Zach LaVine, Vucevic, Troy Brown Jr. is interesting. They got to add a couple more pieces probably, but Tease is not a horrible center from the Celtics, but Vucevic I like a lot. They have Valentine. Who else in their team? I don't know. They probably should stand to add a couple more pieces. But that big three of Zach LaVine, Vucevic, and LeBron James, that could be a really dangerous trio, and I would love to see that happen. Denzel Valentine, he was on Michigan State. I remember him on Michigan State. Good grief. He looks like the Thing from Fantastic Four. Kuzma is going to China. Yeah, Kuzma, you're out of here. Did Tyler really fall off? Who? Tyler? I don't know who you're talking about. Tyler. Did Tyler really fall off? I don't know what you mean. Uh-oh. What does this guy want to do? This guy might be scamming me. 10K? 10K for what? Alright, whatever. 10K is nothing. I'll give him 10K. I'll give him 10K. I don't care. You can have 10K. Tyler Hero? Why would you say he fell off? I don't know what you're talking about. Next, Miami Heat are going to charge their roster in the offseason, most likely going to trade Hero, Duncan, and Nunn. I would hate that. Like, the reason that they got swept is because they didn't have Victor Oladipo. You know, and Jimmy Butler had a bad series. He was horrible that series. Really bad. But, you know, like, who knows what could happen, you know? I wouldn't trade Duncan Robinson and Hero. I love those guys. Those guys can shoot the lights out of the ball. I would definitely try to keep my hands on them. No ifs, ands, or buts. But yep, that is the final. 125-118. Nuggets are going home. Phoenix on the way in a 4-0 sweep. Tough break for the Nuggets to lose Nikola Jokic in a must-win game, but the Suns earned it, man. Chris Paul with 37 points. Devin Booker with 34. What a performance from those two guys. Their backcourt was incredible. Jay Crowder with 4 blocks tonight, 9 points, 10 rebounds. You have Ayton with 12.7 rebounds. Not much needed from the big man. Bridges had 14. You know, it was just a good performance all around from this Suns team. All 5 starters showing up big. Aaron Gordon's really struggled in this series. Porter struggled shooting. Barton didn't help really with 9 of 21 shots. He ended the night with 25. But yeah, just wasn't enough coming from the Nuggets. And the Suns move on to the Western Conference Finals. All right. Change the title description. I'm going to listen to some, change the thing here. Save. Suns going to the final. Paul getting his first ring. Maybe. If the Nets get hurt, if the Nets are get knocked out in some crazy series with the Bucks, then and the Suns make it, the Suns have as good a chance as anybody right now. Like, if the Suns get eliminated, you know, they still have to get past the Jazz or the Clippers, which I think is going to be a tough out. Both of those teams are going to be very, very tough. And Hero fell off this season. This season. Okay. I mean, Hero's a young guy, though. Tyler Hero. What is he, 23, 24 years old? Maybe? How old is Tyler Hero, does it say? 15 points. He's only going into his third year. I mean, he scored more than higher percentage of, more points per game this year. Let's see here. His field goal percentage was up. His 3-point percentage, though, did go down a little bit. He averaged more assists and more rebounds. How many more minutes a game did he average? All right, so 3 more minutes a game. Meh. You know, I mean, I don't think Tyler Hero really fell off. I mean, maybe he didn't perform as well as you thought he was going to, but I think he did okay according to the stats. You know, I don't mind Tyler Hero. When was the last time an MVP won a final? Curry? No, I don't think Curry won when he was the MVP. Right? Curry didn't win when he was MVP, was he? Actually, we don't have time to listen to much of On the Warpath and Pedro now that I think about it. What is this? 5-point vids ranking every NFL stadium worst to first. Interesting.
It's going to be a weird football season.
Yeah, we'll watch this and call it a day. So I'm going to change the title. Listening to NFL stadium rankings. FedEx Field should be ranked pretty darn low, let me tell you. Let me be the one to let you know that we should not be getting a lot of we should not be getting a lot there. A lot of praise on this list. Let me tell you.
Or without fans, and even in places that will have limited attendance,
Lillard
this video might be the closest you get.
I want to see Lillard and Giannis combined. I want to see the Bucks go after Damian Lillard. Talk about a 3-point shooter. He could shoot from anywhere and anytime. Combine him and Giannis. That's got to be one of the best pick and roll games around. Come on. Giannis going ahead and spinning around, taking some shots inside. If you try to help Giannis on the inside, Dame Dolla's going to make it from 3 every single time if you don't guard him. That would be a heck of a combo. The Bucks need to make the move to try and go get Damian Lillard. Come on. The Saints Superdome top 6, maybe. Oh, please, Tim, hush up. What? Hush up, what?
Being an NFL stadium this year. So, which
ain't going nowhere, dude. I think it's time for the Trailblazers to blow it up, try to start fresh, and make some new. Bucks end up with Giannis and Bucks end up with Giannis and Lillard. Come on, that's a nasty combo. Tell me that ain't freaking beautiful.
Which ones are the best? Which ones are the worst? And where did the 2 shiny brand new spanking ones rank? Well, you're going to find out right after this. This video is brought to you by manscaped.com.
That's right. I forgot there's only 30. Oh, okay. Interesting time to pause that. Why in the world would he do that? It's an NFL ranking and we're talking. Okay, whatever. Enough said. But I lost my train of thought on that. I forgot there's only 30 stadiums because the LA Chargers and Rams, I believe, share a stadium, and then the New York Jets and New York Giants, I believe, share MetLife. So yeah, there's only going to be 30 stadiums.
Summer's in its last days, and that means only one thing. It's male grooming season. Oh, and football. Sorry, it's always male grooming season. That's why Manscaped created the Perfect Package 3.0, which gives you the perfect tools for your family jewels. And even though there's all this fantastic gear that's in this kit, like the Lawnmower 3.0. So after this video, order now and outside all year round. Renovations and surround. Yes, and over the not been to all of it. If you are triggered by my ranking, go yourself. Let's get into it.
FedEx Field ranked number the last one. I knew we weren't going to get love, and honestly, we deserve it. Our stadium is not good. It really isn't. The grass sucks. People have been complaining about our grass forever. Some well-known people have gotten hurt, like Adrian Peterson, of course, Alex Smith. Like, it's been not a friendly field to injuries. Like, it's terrible.
Yes, this is the lowest rated NFL stadium. Its architecture is as standard as it gets, and over the years, it's become more of a home for visiting teams than...
True. Another true statement. Yeah, exactly. The Vikings take over FedEx Field. Are you serious? But also, another thing is why don't you even have RG3 as another good one? Yes, Redskins Band 10. Why would you not have escalators to the top of the freaking stadium? Like, they have these weird, stupid, long ramps that you walk like a half mile or more to get to the top of the stadium. Let's have some escalators, bro. You only have escalators to get to the club level? You guys suck.
Whatever you want to call the team that plays inside it. Merge that with the fact it takes 2 days to leave the parking lot, which has bloated parking fees. Muddy creeks you have to circumvent to get to your car. Public transportation to the place is terrible, and your greedy POS owner has configured the place to maximize revenue versus a good fan experience. You get the worst stadium in the NFL. But at least you have natural grass.
Oh, Bills Stadium. Interesting.
Unfortunately for Bills Stadium, atmosphere was only worth 10 points on my scoring system. Yes, it's been renovated several times. However, let's look at the place objectively. It has an outdated 70s style design. It's located far away from the actual downtown cool areas of Buffalo, and the place is a freezing nightmare, whiter and colder than Luka Doncic in the playoffs. Despite my low rating, this place is probably the most loved stadium by its fan base, but I can't quantify that. Flame away. What's this? A recently opened stadium that hosted a Super Bowl in the bottom three? Sure, Levi's has state-of-the-art technology like its own app and is one of the most green buildings in the NFL. However, it's far away from San Francisco, has had major issues with the playing surface, and is a perfect reflection of the area's wealth gap. How? Well, when it was built, tickets for a game went way up, essentially excluding the blue-collar San Francisco fan. And on the non-luxury suite side, the poors who can't afford to sit in the shade get torched on hot days, like Kyle Shanahan with a lead in the Super Bowl. Also, the lack of symmetry is quite triggering.
The lack of symmetry.
Jacksonville. The stadium gets a low rating, not for being particularly bad, but it's also not particularly good either. It's hosted 2 Super Bowls, has solid engineering, and there's really nothing terrible or great about it, even with its giant LED board. Its age does hurt it a little bit, as it's like a 50-year-old actress, but it's likely to be continually upgraded until it can't be anymore, kind of like a 50-year-old actress.
Okay. Kind of like a 50-year-old actress.
Another stadium that isn't particularly bad for one specific reason. I actually love the outer architecture and the close proximity to downtown Charlotte. However, what I don't like is the standard stale appearance inside the stadium walls, which features a rather sterile-looking seating bowl. This stadium, like the company that names it is to banking, is the McDonald's of NFL stadiums.
Philly?
Another monument to pricing out the riffraff. Despite that, the stadium is located just minutes from one of the worst parts of Philly. Now, I will say this. I love the architecture of this place. It's well designed and aesthetically pleasing. It does get knocked for being one of the most unwelcoming places for fans of visiting teams.
True.
And other than the parking lot, it's not in an area where you want to hang out all day. I'm positive Eagle fans will accept this low rating with zero backlash.
Oh, I don't agree with this. Really? I don't have to think about this. But MetLife is actually a beautiful stadium. I've been there twice now, or maybe even 3 times. I've been there at least twice. And I actually really liked MetLife. The field is beautiful. I thought the stands was good. It has really good transportation to it because you can take the train right to it, literally right up to the place. Like, the train goes right to the parking lot. Easy walking access. The escalators go all the way to the top decks. I thought this place, I guess they're probably going to knock it because it's cold weather, I guess. But I thought that overall the stadium is actually really, really nice.
MetLife had the chance to become one of the super modern NFL stadiums, but it really is just an upgraded version of the Meadowlands, with both teams still not proud enough to say they play in New Jersey, even though it's been that way for 40 years. Some big negatives are that the vast area it's in is basically a giant parking lot. Getting back to the city through the Lincoln Tunnel after the game is a nightmare, and the Giants and Jets play here.
Well, if you drive in, it's a nightmare, but if you go through the train, it's easy. Baltimore, Maryland. Maryland actually has a really cool stadium, too. I'm not a big fan of the Ravens, but it's really close to Camden Yards, and it has a really cool walkthrough where, shops and bands and stuff happens. Like, if you park in downtown and you walk by Camden Yards, and then you walk by a bunch of, stands and things, and it's a really cool experience. The stadium's kind of nice. The stadium's kind of weird in the sense of, the huge, college feel, because these right here are huge. They're 50, 60 roads, maybe more. They're just super big, and so they're steep, which kind of sucks. So I guess if you don't like the steepness of it, but I don't know. I think the M&T Bank is not too bad. I would have ranked both MetLife and M&T Bank Stadium over Lambeau Field. Honestly, I don't think Lambeau Field was anything special. It's way too old. Like, I would have ranked him over that. I don't know.
Not great stadium, but it's solid, and the biggest plus factor is its location, close to Baltimore's Inner Harbor, where you can go get crabs of many different varieties. The brick exterior is a nice touch.
Oh, God. What a terrible joke. What a terrible, terrible joke. You could go get crabs of many different varieties. What a terrible joke.
You find this one much higher on the list for two main reasons. It's close to the Tampa airport, and it has a pirate ship in it. This is supposedly the site of Super Bowl LV. Hopefully that happens. Nothing alarmingly bad about Heinz Field. It's in a cool location, close to downtown and right near a river. It does get knocked for the problems it had with its turf several years back. Hopefully there won't be any issues moving forward, but yeah, that one game was awful. Overall, a solid stadium. Though a place that has distributed pain to the heart like Indian curry, Paul Brown really is aesthetically one of the nicest in the league. It scored slightly above average in every category I had, giving it a slightly above average score, which somehow puts it in the bottom third. Math, how does it work? The true factor is sadness. It's hard to believe this place has been in operation for 21 years.
Cleveland, or both Ohio teams.
Success is not a factor in the ranking. Honestly, the stadium itself looks great, close to downtown, and all the bars Browns fans need to hit after a game to drink away the pain.
I've heard a lot of good things about Gillette.
Breezy Robert Kraft did a very smart thing with this stadium. Instead of building it near the crowded city, he built the area around his stadium and the virtual city of Foxborough to accompany his team. Beauty-wise, the stadium does have some unique features like the bridge and the tower thingy. No word on when they are installing the automatic sleeve removers. Hey, you look better too. This stadium went from one of the worst in the league into the number 18 slot following a massive renovation, which added a roof and new teal seats. The former dual-use stadium smartly reduced its seating capacity and placed a cover on it to protect the fans from turning into prunes in the hot Miami sun. It was rewarded with the Super Bowl last year. It's sixth time hosting.
That was a weird top to that. I've never seen that before. What in the world? I've never seen a square roof thing over a stadium. Like I guess you have like the retractable roof too is kind of cool. I don't know. Interesting. I've never seen that. Well, thank you for saying I'm the GOAT, Tim.
It was rewarded with the Super Bowl last year. It's sixth time hosting. I had to check my math. How did this one get so high on the list? Oh, I give it credit for its aesthetically pleasing color scheme and being close to downtown Nashville, which has live music and a ton of bars, because alcohol.
Soldier Field.
This stadium gets some heavy criticism, kind of like trotting out Mitchell Trubisky again as your starter. But the history factor and the fact that they preserved the exterior of the old Soldier Field does help the aesthetic score. Though it may look odd to some, it took impressive engineering to raise the grandstand above the old facade. Unfortunately for Bears fans, the goalpost is right where it should be. The Super Bowl
Superdome, not in the top 10.
Being renovated again, and even though it's 45 years old, will likely be in use for a long, long time as it's set to host its 8th big game in 2024. Engineering-wise, it's a sturdy structure, but it got high marks for me for being a short Uber from Bourbon Street. Party on.
Wow, I'm surprised. Denver Mile High Stadium is
a stadium that finally got a name, and Power Field scored high by being good at everything. It's well-engineered, aesthetically pleasing, and close to the city. Is it the most special stadium? No. But does it suck? No, to that too. You could call my assessment incomplete. Though Chiefs fans will undoubtedly say that Arrowhead should be higher. Remember, this is the third oldest stadium in the league, and though it's a pretty one, things like the small...
See, Arrowhead should be higher because of how it's built. Like, similar to Seattle, like, they're so loud, and it, like, funnels in all the sound. So I think that should be higher as well.
Points. That being said, the atmosphere here is amazing, and the crowd and their noise records speak very loudly for themselves. A great stadium, but there are better ones.
Houston does have a nice one.
Recent
Dallas
renovations
has
to
a
this
nice
field
one. Arizona has a really nice one. Seattle has a good one.
The retractable roof dome has stood tall, but not on roster moves. Some may not like the heat on game day that gets trapped in the building, but from an aesthetic standpoint, it is a pretty stadium.
I don't think Lambeau should be
the NFL's oldest stadium breaks the top 10, and purists watching this will argue it needs to be higher. Hear me out.
No.
The seating bowl has a low stadium slope, which places the fans farther from the action, and guess what? They are sitting on bleachers, so bring your own ass warmer. On the plus side, the place is full of tradition, and it has been recently remodeled. It's a cathedral.
This is a terrible, terrible thing. This should be way lower. Seriously, it's
football.
Not
but from an objective standpoint, putting it any higher on this list would be cheesy. Finally, the Lions beat the Packers at something. I guess the Ford family got Edsel syndrome after the Silverdome was built and erected this palace. A great piece of engineering was the use of open windows to allow natural light to illuminate the field, though the on-field play has been nothing but darkness. Lions fans savor this rating. Grass, indoors, but how?
This is Arizona. This is Arizona Stadium. Arizona Stadium's really nice. Yeah, they could bring out the entire field to grow the grass outside, and then they take it back in. This is a really nice stadium. I think
rollers and smart engineering is how. What's even more impressive about this is the fact they can grow grass in the desert at all.
Oh yeah, the home of the combine.
I absolutely love the architecture of the stadium, making it look like an old factory, complete with a brick exterior and combined with a retractable roof. Lucas Oil is just gorgeous. Along with its close proximity to the downtown area, the stadium is hardly anything to snort at.
I like that. Yeah, Seattle, Washington.
This stadium gets extra points for being clever, for engineering a home field advantage into the actual design, which allows the roof to funnel noise down to the playing surface. Surrounding area is close to downtown. Doesn't look like there's much parking, but I'm sure everyone here takes their bikes to the games anyway. Also, the seating capacity is exactly 69,000.
If he makes top 30 most stadiums to play in,
say it with me. How is the $5 billion monument to Stan Kroenke's hairpiece and Dean Spano's greed not the #1 stadium? Well, despite it being a house of pure opulence, the biggest negative for the site is atmosphere and surrounding areas, especially when it comes to apathetic fans.
Wait, who is this? Is this the LA? Yeah, this is the Rams.
How is the $5 billion monument to Stan Kroenke's hairpiece and Dean Spano's greed not the #1 stadium? Well, despite it being a house of pure opulence, the biggest negative for the site is atmosphere and surrounding areas, especially when it comes to apathetic fans who, even if they were allowed to come this year, would only be coming to network, check out the new digs, or Chargers fans not showing up at all. Still, an amazing stadium, though.
Minneapolis is a great stadium, true.
This has to be one hell of a place in order to get the Super Bowl to come out to freaking Minneapolis, which used to be part of America. The interior of the stadium is gorgeous, with a translucent roof and walls to let light in. Plus, they don't have to worry about the building retaining outside heat, because there isn't any.
Georgia. I never actually got to go inside Georgia. Look at how Mercedes-Benz Stadium is beautiful. Good God. I've heard this stadium is actually so nice, it's bad because fans don't stay in their seats. They actually go and travel around it, like to explore it. I almost got inside this. I went in. I went up to it, but unfortunately they were not doing they were not allowing tours like as walk-ins, I guess. So I couldn't do that. And I couldn't go actually inside of the tour, but I did walk around at the outside of it, and it was a really nice stadium. But you can see how cool it looks. This is an awesome-looking stadium.
The limits of modern engineering, both inside and out. The butthole roof, the circular video board, and to top it off, the reasonable food prices make this an absolutely top-tier venue for the NFL, and it will be for years to come, unless it blows its huge lead.
AT&T
okay, this
stadium.
would have been #1 because this place, though hard to admit, is very nice, but does have a few pinch points in the stadium and encourages spectators to use the outside to get to different sections.
Who are we missing? Carolina? Have they mentioned the Panthers yet? Is Carolina Panthers going to be the best stadium in the NFL?
On a hot day makes one uninclined to walk in the scorching Texas sun. However, the atmosphere, despite it being the Cowboys, is amazing. The structural engineering involved...
I don't think they've mentioned Carolina. I'm surprised.
Also
Carolina?
That hurts. It's an amazing stadium, but sorry, Jerry, it's not #1.
Oh, it's the Raiders. Okay, wait, where was Carolina stadium ranked? I missed it. You're right. It's the Raiders is going to be the last one, and that makes sense. It's brand spanking new.
Yes, right into the top slot. I've been salivating over this stadium ever since I saw the first rendering. It has it all. A large translucent roof and movable side windows, an all-natural grass field, and it's in freaking Vegas. You can't really beat that as far as an outside environment.
Wow, that is a beauty, ain't it? A glass roof. Wow.
And as far as atmosphere inside, surely there are probably no fans this year, but when it opens, there will be a new, less violent black hole, and who wouldn't want to drag their hungover selves to a game and watch the Raiders play basically anyone, even if it's not your team? This stadium checks off all the boxes, and too bad it'll be quite some time before any of us get to see it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this.
Interesting. I think the Raiders is a great stadium. That is a beautiful one. So I agree with that thing. All right, I'm about to do this Below Ice Mountain quest. So there you go to the wiki. All right, Below Ice Mountain. Just added it. Brand new, just 2 months ago, April 14th, 2021. So let's see. We're going to buy the items we need. We're going to get some cooked meat. Gotta get some bread. Alright, we got 16, we got this, we got this. I have a knife in my bank. Go grab that real quick. Should be in here, I think. No, here. Yep, knife. I have 2 knives. 3 coins or a beer. Alright, I'll just buy a beer. I'll just bring 3 coins. Why not? Pickaxe. All right. I have a rune pickaxe. And recommended. I can't use the Amulet of Glory or any of this. Reducing clothing, can't use that either. Weapon, combat gear if low. Okay. Falador and Varrock teleports. So I can't use the teleports, but I can use. Excuse me. Anyway, I can use runes, so I'll bring some of these. Okay, I think I'm good then, right? Oh, I need to bring 1,000 coins. I like to bring 1,000 whenever I'm doing a quest. He gets a C for this list. I agree. No. He can't do this list. How not top 3? Falcons was top 3, wasn't he? Wasn't they? I thought they were. Got that. Weight reducing clothing. Can I buy stamina potions as a free to play? No, you can't. Okay. All right, we're good. So speak to Willow, south of the Dwarven Mine. Entrance by Ice Mountain. Okay. Let's go to Falador. I should probably have brought more air runes. Hopefully that doesn't come to bite me, but oh well. I'm also going to listen to Naughty while listening to this. I think was he on? No, it was the Pedro Smith channel. Pedro. Too many freaking people. I'm not gonna find Pedro, am I? There he is. Listen to him and Corey.
Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro here. I'm here with On the Warpath. Make sure you guys check him out on YouTube. Sorry for being late. We had some technical difficulties, but we're all good right now. Let's say hi to some people in the chat.
Man, the mic is terrible.
What's up, Gunner? What's up, Joshua Platt? What's up, Philip B? What's up, Brian? Let's see who else. What's up, James? Appreciate you guys coming in here. What's up, Riker? What's up, King Sean? Shout out King Sean. What's up, Justin? Appreciate you guys coming in here, and appreciate Corey for coming on the live.
Appreciate you for having me on here, man. Glad we could get this going again. I know we had some technical difficulties, but as always, man, it's a pleasure to be on here with you, Pedro.
Yep, appreciate you coming on. What's up?
All right, let's say this. Speak to Will and the Dwarven Myers, self-proclaimed archaeologist, which will tell you that she has found a set of 2 doors beneath the Twin Rex, and asks for your help as she cannot leave the area in fear of another archaeologist claiming the credit for her discovery. Agree to help Willow, and she will need you to convince her old excavation team to help her since they had a falling out with Willow. Her mates Burnt-Off, Checkle, and Marley can be spoken to in any order. Checkle, the strong man, can be found in the center of the Barbarian Village in order. Okay, we can find the Barbarian Village. Players must prove their strength by training with their old friend Atlas, who can be found in the Long Hall Tavern, Barbarian Village. Okay, I know where Barbarian Village is, and we can go back to listening.
3-time Super Bowl champ Skins.
Everyone faded the Chargers when they
What's
had
up, Jamal? And yeah, Brian
opposing...
put Corey's link in the chat, so make sure you guys go ahead
opposing fans
and
StubHub,
sub
but
him
I feel
up.
like
Great
the
Washington
Redskins were right there
football
with
team
them having opposing fan
YouTubers.
takeovers.
So
Oh yeah, we were
not a
terrible
bunch
with
of
takeovers.
news. I mean, now it's kind of getting into like the downtime of the season or the off season. We got like 6 weeks until training camp, so not going to be a lot to talk about moving forward, but we do have some stuff to talk about today because mini camp just ended. So one thing I want to talk about, while people are still coming in, this is kind of old stuff, but how do you feel about, Chase Young missing like the voluntary OTAs and stuff?
It's kind of funny. You're gonna have to go back and check on Kevin Sheehan's show when he asked this question because he borderline cussed me out that day when I said I didn't care. It's like you said, Pedro.
Wait, what did you just say? Kevin Sheehan cursed him out?
It's kind of funny. You're gonna have to go back and check on Kevin Sheehan's show when he asked this question because he borderline cussed me out that day when I said I didn't care. It's like you said.
Corey's talked to so I'm changing the title real quick. Corey's talked to Kevin Sheehan? What up, on the Warpath? You know Kevin Sheehan? That's kind of cool. I didn't know you, well, I guess you've spoken to people like Julie Donaldson, Bram Weinstein. Why wouldn't you know Kevin Sheehan, I guess, huh? But Kevin was upset at my response. That's funny. Interesting.
Yeah, Pedro, it's
not on YouTube. Oh, well, I obviously know that he's not been on your channel. I've watched your channel, obviously. I get a lamp. Nice. You can rub lamp and put some XP into something. What do I want to put it in? I'll just put it into rune crafting. Anyway. But I know he's not been on your channel but I used to listen to Kevin Sheehan all the time. I haven't listened to him much anymore, but I used to listen to the radio a whole lot more. But I don't listen to I'm like hardly ever in the car when he's on the radio, so I don't listen to him anymore. But interesting. I didn't know you talked to him. I called into a show. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It's kind of the dead season right now, and people need to find molehills to make mountains.
Of course.
So this was something. Chase,
you sound like you have a problem with
would
that.
it have been nice for him to be at one of the voluntary OTAs? Maybe, but it's not a big deal. Nobody else on this team has commanded a triple team. You look at the production that Montez Sweat had. Maybe that production is because of Chase Young. He had 2.5 or 2 more sacks than he did the year before. So maybe it's just the fact that Chase is who he is. He was electrifying. He looked like he was in shape. I'm not going to worry about it because I need him on in September, week 1, when the Chargers come, and I need him knocking the crap out of Justin Herbert. I don't need to worry about him being in shape. If you want to do Family Feud, All-State, Dad's Bakery and Groceries, I don't really care. As long as he's ready in September. I could care less about anything else.
Yeah, I honestly really don't care that he's not there. Yes,
yeah.
Sure. If I had a choice, would I pick him to be there or not? Yes. I mean, I think everyone would say,
agree.
Hey, have him go there. But at the end of the day, it's voluntary. He has a choice to go or not. And, Washington had every single player go there at some point. But there was teams where they had 40 out of 90 players. So, players across the league that are nowhere near Chase Young's level missed OTAs. And OTAs really, even minicamp is somewhat useless. Shape. Minicamp, I would say, is more for the younger players that are still developing, and someone like Ryan Fitzpatrick, Heineke, Allen, all those guys and the receivers to get on the same page. But the linemen, offensive and defensive,
oh well, thank you very much,
not
Warpath.
really
that was very kind of you.
It's more conditioning,
for the
and
super chat.
Chase can easily do all that conditioning himself with his own personal trainers. So, in my opinion, it's not a big deal at all that he wasn't there. He was there for voluntary mini camp, which is really all that matters. And that's not even that important for him. Like, it's not going to help him that much, but it is voluntary. So he has to go, and really not a big deal, at all, in my opinion. He had other stuff going on. And really, even if he
all right, Pedro, you're getting
have,
a little long-winded
a lot
here.
of things
You're
going
getting a little
on,
long-winded.
it's voluntary.
We get
and
it.
if he wants to train on his own, that's his choice. So yeah, I don't. Not a lot of people were making a big deal out of it, but like, for example, Kevin Sheehan was, and like, he was like, I think on his podcast the other day, he was like, on a scale from 1 to 10, I think, I was saying it was like a 2 or 3. Like, the way he was saying it was like the biggest deal in the world, and it's not at all. But yeah, that's all we'll talk about. Let's see some new people in the chat. What's up, Armin? Appreciate you coming in. Uriah, I appreciate all you guys for coming in.
It sounds like it was
One Life Music.
To be fair to Kevin, though, I think Kevin has had problems with that kind of stuff in the past.
Deal at all, as long as he's good in September. And honestly,
I guess as long as he's being consistent, because I think he has had problems with like people missing camp. Like, he wants people to be there. So I guess as long as you're consistent, whatever.
First day, like, there was a great example of his leadership, like that first day where he was talking with Jamin Davis, running off the field. So I don't think the leadership aspect of it really, like him not showing up for OTAs, matters at all. And I think we'll all forget about it in a couple months, once the season starts. So yeah, I agree with you on that.
Nice.
Yeah, I ain't forgetting it because once he has 10 sacks, I'm calling Kevin Sheehan. I'm saying, you remember all this heck you put this young man through back in June because he didn't show up for voluntary OTAs when he was at the facility, when nobody else was there previously, because there were reports he was there. I'm be like, please give us your player's card and get somebody else on the morning show, because that's just asinine.
Ooh,
yeah, no offense,
calling for his job, my man.
Mr. Kevin, I love him, but
they don't have enough. They don't have anything to talk about right now.
No, exactly.
All right, Redskins man 10. Have a good one, man.
Like, if
I'm gonna finish this question, pass out myself.
If you're making a big deal out of it for like 3 or 4 straight days, then
burnt off master.
He doesn't have anything to.
All right, what do I got here? I got it. Burnt off master of explosives can be found in the Rising Inn in Falador. Drunk as he is, he will ask the player for a drink. If the player has not already picked up the beer in the Barbarian Village, purchase the beer. Burnt will agree to join the team if the player manages to beat him in the best of 3 game of rock, paper, scissors, regardless of which signs the player uses. Burnt will agree to help as he was too drunk to properly play the game. Got it. So we're going to Falador.
To talk about, but
what happened to your game?
Let's go.
I'm completing a quest. So I'm basically just starting the quest, Madison. I've already talked to the archaeologist. I've talked to the strongman. Now I gotta go talk to Burnt Off, Master of Explosives, which he's in Falador. So I have the runes to get to Falador. We'll run over there. We gotta go to the bar. I think this is it, right? Is he over here? Yep, there he is. Burnt Off is right here. We're talking to Burnt Off.
Go ahead, start to talk about mini camp. Not anything crazy, but we did get some insight into some players. What is one player that you felt like you learned at least a little bit about?
I'm gonna say Corey is going to say Benjamin St. Juice is his first one.
I think we have something in St. Juice.
Yay!
I think
I knew he was going to say St. Juice.
I compared him to Brandon Browner in his draft profile because that's who I thought he was. Just aside, I think it was Brandon Browner or it was another guy, but it was a guy from Seattle. And a lot of people now are saying Richard Sherman. And depending on what he does in preseason, but the way he's been kind of flashing in mini camps and OTAs
yes, it can be
and
played
everything.
on iPad. You can download it on the
we
iPad.
might have something here, Pedro. And the big receivers that we're going to have to play this year, you think about Mike Adams, you think about Mike Evans, Devontae Adams. These are some big dudes. The boys from Isn't Judy out there in Denver. So you have to play big-bodied guys, and you can move Kendall Fuller back into the slot and not have to worry about it. If Benjamin St. Juice is half of what we think he may be able to be, I think we're going to be pretty good with that guy, number 25.
Yeah, the first day when we drafted him, like I heard about him from the Senior Bowl, but I really didn't know anything about him. But after learning a little bit more, and also like hearing that another team
You don't have to buy it, it's free.
wanted to trade up to our spot to get him, I was like, yeah, this guy might end up being one of our best draft picks, maybe even better than De'Ami Brown. We'll see. But I'm really liking what we're hearing from him and what.
So what gave it away was that people wanted to trade up. Maybe. I guess.
Up,
that was
Hunter,
true.
What's up, Kurt?
As far as
I cannot wait to see what he can do. And yeah, ideally you have Benjamin St. Juste on the outside, William Jackson on the other side, and then Kendall Fuller in the slot. That would be great in my opinion. I think that was probably the biggest takeaway. I also think, like, I have a pretty good idea of the receivers that are going to make the roster in my.
Here we go. Though Willow instructs the players to street. Okay, where is this guy? Marley the Thief. I think he's in Edville? Whereabouts? The player can skip conversation and directly reach Marley in Edgeville. Ruins by the yew trees. Start of Edgeville Bank. He will want to He wanted a steak sandwich from the Blue Moon Inn in order to help Willow. However, he was banned from the inn and cook won't make him another one. This player must go into the place of the inn, speak with the cook in Blue Moon Rock. Okay, I forget where Edgeville is. Edgeville's down south, isn't it? No, that's Drainer. Where's Edgeville? Oh, Edgeville's up here. Okay. Easy enough. So we'll teleport to Rock. Oh, not World Switcher. Exit out here. So we'll teleport to Varrock. And we'll go find Marley in Edgeville.
Opinion, I really think the locks, I think if these guys are fully healthy, I think Terry, Curtis, De'Ami Brown, Adam Humphries, and Cam Sims will all make it. I really feel confident about that, unless someone gets hurt. I really think that all those guys are going to make it. What do you think about those five?
I think Humphries might be on the chopping block. I really do. I think at the end of it, I know he's a guy that Fitzpatrick had in Tampa, and they had a good year, or he had some good games with them. But Dax Milne is a guy who is a pretty good route runner. He might not give you as much as you need there, but a lot of these undrafted third-day wide receivers are pretty good slot receivers. And he doesn't have an issue of injuries from what I understand at BYU. So I think that's going to be interesting competition. I don't know if Humphries is as big as a lock as a lot of folks are making him out to be. A lot of people have said DeAndre Carter, and I kind of laugh at that because that dude's just a camp body. He's not going to be here for any significant time, or he may be a practice squad guy. But Humphries,
who?
There's going to be interesting competition. I don't know if Humphries is as big as a lock as a lot of folks are making him out to be. A lot of people have said DeAndre Carter, and I kind of laugh at that because
I agree.
Dude's just a camp body. He's not going to be here for any significant time, or he may be a practice squad guy. But Humphries right there is the one that I think is very interesting, Pedro, that I would probably be like, I'm not sure if he's a lock or not.
Yeah, I'm not going to say he's a lock, but I think he's going to make it just from hearing, a lot of these reporters, what they've been saying, what they're hearing. I think Keim said, there's no chance that Milne beats out Humphries. If he makes the roster, Humphries is also going to make it. So, I don't know. I think, the thing that, makes it, it might be possible that he doesn't make the roster is, one, obviously the injuries, but also the contract is very, very cheap. But if I had to choose, or if I had to guess which receivers I think make the roster, I'll go right now, and then you can go ahead and give me your prediction. So I'll go Terry, Curtis, De'Ami Brown, Cam Sims, Adam Humphries. So those five right there, AGG. So those are six. If we keep seven, that's where it gets tough. that's where it gets tough because then it's between Dax Milne and Kelvin Harmon, in my opinion. So give me first your 6, and then you can go to we'll talk about 7. And everyone in the chat, go ahead and put that in too, and we'll go through some of them.
Yeah, so I think you and I are going to agree on the top 3. So it's going to be Terry, Curtis, and Diami. But after that, I think there can be a little bit of. I think there's going to be a little discord. I like Kelvin Harmon, and if he's healthy, I think he's going to be all right. Now, could they make him into something like Niles Paul was, right? He started out as a wide receiver and turned him into a tight end if they value him, kind of like what the Shanahans did. But we'll see there. But I like Kelvin Harmon. I like Cam Sims is so inconsistent, and I think it'll come down to him and AGG for that last spot, for that very last spot, number 6. And then I think it'll be a battle between Humphreys and Milne as well, for that kind of like that slot guy. So
who's going to make the team at wide receiver? Of course, Terry, Diami, Curtis. Of course, those 3. I agree, Adam Humphries should make this team. I think it'll end up being Kelvin and Cam. Maybe Cam. I know a lot of people are really sold on Cam, but we'll see. But Kelvin, Cam. That's 6. And I think AGG and them don't make it. And DeAndre Carter might make it just for special teams purposes. Because the 7th receiver, if we bring one, is going to have to be a special teamer. Right? And, like, are you really bringing AGG, I guess, to be a gunner, I guess? Maybe? He's not a kick returner. But who's going to be your kick returner if you don't bring DeAndre Carter? And the punt returner. Carter might make it just as a must-do.
Yeah.
I think right there. So I guess you would say my last 3 would be Harmon, Milne, and
it's old school RuneScape. OSRS. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Oh. I don't know if you can see this okay. Let me look at my camera. It's that one. Old school RuneScape. Hopefully you see it there.
I'm going to say Sims.
Steven Sims or Cam Sims?
No. Cam Sims.
Okay.
Lord. No, Pedro. Pedro, my credibility, man. What are you doing? Steve Sims.
You know what, Corey? You're laughing really hard, but Steve Sims is not a lock to not make this team. Seriously. He could be our punt returner. As crazy as that sounds. Because Steve Sims, I know he had way too many drops last year, but the dude's actually got some talent. And you laugh this hard, but you might be disappointed to know that he might make this team.
Come on now, man. It ain't April Fool's Day.
And one thing I want to say, and these are not like...
Because he's a guy that people have been making a lot of talk about looking great out of camp.
I think should make the roster.
Right.
That's what I'm just saying. Like Matt says, I'm sleeping on Harmon. I like Harmon. I'm just giving you guys my prediction, not who I would personally choose to make the roster. So the reason why I think AGG will make it over Harmon, in my opinion, is first, Harmon, 6th round pick, 2019. AGG, 4th round pick. So one, obviously 2 rounds higher. That's not too big of a difference, but it is significant. Also, you got control over AGG for 1 more year than you do with Harmon, and Harmon was a pick from the previous regime. Ron Rivera picked AGG Also, AGG pretty much redshirt rookie year. Like, he did not have a rookie season. No OTAs, no mini camp, training camp. He didn't have a training camp. He got a concussion the second practice, was out, and then
but he had a whole season without a catch.
Was out until
and he didn't look good.
16.
He had more drops than catches
and played one game. So he really didn't have a rookie year. He really did not have a rookie year, in my opinion.
I still don't think he makes the team.
We're too really deep. Like Harmon, and I think he should make the roster. But if I had to go with my prediction, I would go Terry, Curtis, De'Ami Brown, Cam Sims, Adam Humphries, AGG as a 6.
What up, Hassan?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just gonna play devil's advocate with you now. Our rookies last year were pretty doggone good. You talk about Cam Curl. Who else do we have in there? Of course, Chase came in there and played pretty good as well. And we had a slew of other guys that kind of showed up and didn't. I feel like that we're kind of making an excuse for AGG. And I'm not saying you are, but I'm just thinking a lot of folks are making excuses for him that, he
nice.
had this was his red shirt year, yada, yada, yada. The two people that I'm worried about on this roster from last year is him and Sadiq, because Antonio Gibson came out and played. Cameron Curl came out and played. Cameron Curl came out of nowhere. Even James Smith-Williams
he was all right too. Yeah.
Was okay. He was okay in spots down the stretch too. So I really, and Ron has a history. I went back and looked at Ron has a history of cutting 3rd, 4th round picks early. Like there's a couple of guys he just cut them within a year of being drafted. So AGG, man, I don't know. And maybe they may feel sorry for him because he did have that bout with COVID as well. But I don't know, man. It just something doesn't sit right with me. And it's not that I'm hating on him, because I would love to see him to succeed, because I think he's got the body size that can work in the NFL. And then what he did at Liberty those years. So averaging 1,000 yards a season. So
yeah. And shout out Ed Oliver. Appreciate you coming in. Let me see some of the predictions. So Armin said T-Mac, De'Ami Brown. Sorry, let me pull it up. Curtis Samuel, Adam Humphries, Cam Sims, AGG, King Sean, Terry, Curtis, De'Ami, Cam Sims, Harmon Humphries, Terry, Curtis. So yeah, a lot of people think AGG, Kelvin Harmon. Let's see. Calvin said McLaurin, Samuel, Brown, Humphries, AGG, and Carter. Okay, and that's interesting. It leads into this question. Appreciate the $5 donation from AGSTP003. Which receiver will be used for kick/punt return? So yeah, that is a very good question, and that's why I think they could keep 7 and maybe they keep Milne to do that. Maybe they do that, or
I don't know about
they could keep Humphries to do that, because he did that with Tampa Bay and Tennessee. Only problem is, obviously, Adam Humphries is very injury prone. So, do you even want him to be your punt returner? And then DeAndre Carter, they brought him in to do that. But the thing with Carter, I looked, and he has 8 career fumbles, lost, I think,
right,
or something like that. So unless he looks really good in camp, obviously you want a flashy guy, but after seeing what Steven Sims did last year, just give me someone like Trey Quinn who can just catch the ball. It was miserable watching Trey Quinn being our punt returner, because he would get 1 or 2 yards every time, but that is much better than 1 out of 10 times getting a big run, but 1 or 2 out of those times also fumbling. No, we do not want that. And Steven Sims really didn't have any big runs last year, and he fumbled multiple times, even leading to a touchdown on one of them. So I would say Dax Milne is an option, Adam Humphries, and then they could keep either Milne or DeAndre Carter on the practice squad for the first few weeks of the season and call them up to game day. That is a possibility. What do you think about who the punt returner and kick returner? Oh, and I forgot. I think kick returner, if he makes the roster, Danny Johnson.
That could be it. Yeah, Danny Johnson. Because, I mean, he was sure-handed on kickoffs. And that's kind of where I have that hesitance about Adam Humphries. I'm like, well, the guy can return punts. And if we remember that Carolina game, Steve Sims is the reason that game really got out of hand to begin with. Dax, Adam Humphries, I think those guys are in. And like I told you before, DeAndre Carter, I think he's just a body. He's a jag. He's just going to be there to save space. Punts? He won't be there unless option 1, 2, or 3 is hurt or cannot make it on the roster. And then I even think at that point, I still think it's going to be a long shot for him to make this roster.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it.
I think it's funny that they are, like, a lot of Skins fans hate
we'll see.
Steve Sims, but that could be a roster spot that they're going to be upset to see.
It's going to be tough. I mean, like, for him, like, he's going to have a good camp, but it looks like he had a really good couple days in minicamp. So, yeah, I mean, if he doesn't at least show that he's worked a bunch this offseason, then I don't think he'll make it. But just the combination of, like, they really didn't get to see much out of him in his rookie year. Like, I don't even think that it's like he obviously he played bad when he was in, but they just don't know what they have in him, in my opinion. So if he even looks solid in camp, I think they'll bring him in. And I think we'll have a really good idea of that after the first 2 games of the preseason. But, yeah, AGG Harmon is going to be an interesting battle because if we have the same wide receiving core as we had last year, this year, those guys would be locks, pretty much. Locks to make the roster. But we don't have Dontrell Inman anymore. We don't have Jeff Badette. We don't have Robert Foster. That transformation, our receiving core is a million times better than it was last year. I mean, you got De'Ami Brown, Curtis Samuel, Adam Humphries, like, instead of all those guys I just named. And I do think Cam Sims, like, I know he's inconsistent, but I would be very, very, very surprised if he doesn't make the team, just because of a combination of a bunch of things. He had a solid season last year, not great, but 477 yards in like 12 games where he was, or 11 games where he was actually playing receiver. Like the first few, he was a gunner, or 11 games. And I think that
Pedro can be long-winded. I'm sorry. Pedro can be really long-winded.
They put him on the practice squad, called him up for the first few games. He balled out on special teams. He climbed his way up into the lineup, and I think Rivera absolutely loves that. So and then he also, 477 yards. Like I said, in 11 games, that's pretty solid. Yes, he was definitely inconsistent a couple games, but I think that partly is because he was our number 2 wideout. He was our number 2 last year. He's not going to be our number 2 this year. He's going to be our number 4, our 4th best receiver at best. So I think that'll help him out. He can, provide a big spark, and you've got more, money in him versus AGG, Harmon, and the rest of those guys. Let's see. Calvin says, in all honesty, how much does a number 6 receiver get on the field? It would make sense to keep the best punt returner, kick returner for that spot. I get you. I mean, I think the thing about that, though, is, like, just with the injuries, their receiver, so many, like, little injuries that linger where you do not want, like, that's really why you keep a 5th and a 6th receiver, because really, eventually, those guys are going to be your 3rd or 4th receiver at some point in the season. Someone's going to get hurt. I mean, Terry last year, did he miss? He missed a game, right?
Yeah, Terry missed a game. Terry did miss a game.
Carolina game. He was playing hurt. Steven Sims missed a bunch of games last year. A bunch of our receivers missed games. So I do think, though, that they should, like, if they keep 7, I think they might have that 7th receiver be Milne, I think. because he can be that punt returner and not an electric one, but he can just catch the damn ball. And that's
yes, exactly. That's what we need. Catch the damn ball. That's all we need. Thank you, Pedro. Because you remember, like, when Trey started feeling the punts back in 2019, everybody was like, God, this guy's terrible. God, this guy's terrible. Put Sims in there. Put Sims in there. And then we're like, we're done with Sims already. Wait, why is this so? It's a hilarious dynamic that we have with punt returners in DC.
And we got 170 people in here. Make sure you guys sub me up, and make sure you guys sub up Corey, Brian, if you can. Go ahead and put his link in on the Warpath on YouTube. Great Washington football team content creator. And make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. So, this receiving core is going to be very interesting. I think another guy, Isaiah Wright is a possibility, but I think he is definitely a practice squad guy. He's a perfect guy for the practice squad because if you need, he can be a punt returner if you need it. He didn't do that great, though, last year. I think we all thought he would be our punt returner. He was initially, and I think he had a fumble in that Giants game, and then they were like, nope, we're not doing this. We just need a guy that just no fumbles. Like one fumble in a season, that's understandable, but like Steven Sims had like 3 or 4 fumbles in like not many games punt returning. First 4 or 5 games of the season, it was like 4. The last 4 or 5 games of the season were Sims.
I just fast forwarded it, and he's saying the same thing.
I want and for him to gain some weight, but at this point, I don't think it'll happen. But who knows? Like the coaches could have,
I'm completely clueless on this one.
Tried him out again at receiver.
What is it asking you to do?
You have a shot of making this roster at receiver, but I really think you'll make it at tight end in these next 7 weeks. Put on 10 pounds and come back to training camp. I don't think that happened, but him at tight end would be good in my opinion because he's got that size, great blocker, and a pretty good route runner, especially for a tight end. But I still definitely am intrigued by him at receiver, just because, like you said, he's a good blocker. So he could be like they could do this. They could be Terry, Curtis, De'Ami Brown, Adam Humphries, Cam Sims, AGG, and Kelvin Harmon, because Kelvin Harmon is a true outside receiver, but they've talked about AGG in the slot as well. He can play on the outside, but he can play on the slot as well. So if they keep 7, maybe they do keep Harmon instead of someone else, or maybe they keep Harmon instead of AGG.
The ruins of Cam Dozal.
Yeah, I mean that is quite possible. I like how Comster and I are on the same wavelength with that.
All right, I'm not sure what is it asking you to do, Madison. What is it asking you to do? That wasn't a whole lot of stuff, but whatever. Completed the quest. Alrighty. Well, I'm baking the dough. Okay, yeah. Everything in the tutorial island should be relatively self-explanatory. You just use what's available to you and you get through it. But I'm going to have to get off here. It was fun. I'm going to have to go pass out. We are doing the gym at 3 o'clock in the morning. So in 3 hours and 20 minutes, I am going to have to get up and get ready to go to the gym. Yikes. But that's what it's going to happen. Hopefully get done. We'll be back tomorrow. Hanging out, having some fun, watching some basketball, I'm sure. And who do we got tomorrow? Tomorrow is both games. We'll see what we end up doing. Definitely not going to be doing the Clippers and Jazz. It's just going to be too late. 76ers and Hawks. 7:30 maybe. We'll see. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. And until next time. See ya!